Meowdy. Hi, we're gonna be hopping into RP really fast because I don't want to waste too much more time because we're already a good amount in, but I was taking too long for a fucking bit. There's the music. Forgot to ping Discord. Shit. My bad. Hold on. E. Alright, we'll go ahead and end that. Everything is okay for a bit. Yeah, I know. You guys would like to see what I added, though. Here's a hint. E. I've been joking about it, but after seeing someone try to do it without the proper props, I was like, I need to get those. So I have the full thing. I don't have sounds and like particles and other things set up yet, but we'll see. We'll see if I have time. I've been utterly busy this past week with a bunch of other projects and other things for other people, while also trying to relax a little bit. So anyways, I think these were fixed, though. We'll come in from the north. Ishgard. Alright, we'll come over the hill. Hello. I am Aster.
Hey, Aster.
Hello, Niche.
The sing shell is gonna be very loud today.
Is
People
it?
are really bored.
Why?
The mission is because the Warrior of the Light is a hypocrite. Anytime that he steps outside of the gates, we are going to immediately send for a code red search party and tackle him to the ground.
That seems a bit extreme. On all
He
regards.
intends to do it every single time that someone else steps out. Only fair. Besides, it's a command
Is
by
this
the
a
guildmistress herself.
game that you...
I can't possibly refuse.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. He decided to do some dumb shit earlier, so... Karma.
I see. Will you be able to get down? I think there's a good ledge there.
Oh, of course.
Very well.
Whenever you're available to talk. I'll be waiting. Oh. That's easier. Right. If you don't mind.
Sure, whatever.
Talking to both of you because it looked like they wanted to.
Both of us.
Yeah?
Oh, did...
Well, no, I was talking to you because it looked like you wanted to talk to them, so that's why I asked if you don't mind, because I had to go steal them away for a minute to go.
No, it's perfectly alright.
Oh, okay.
Wonderful. Alright.
Man.
My.
Drink something warm.
Yeah. I already have, and then it still hasn't worked. Just takes time.
Well, we don't want to getting wet.
Hmm.
I mean, maybe. I could go ask him real quick.
Dude, remember, he's mad.
Yeah,
You're right.
Oh,
Seems to be
someone's
quite
To be
awkward.
fair, they can. That just means that they can do it, but at the same time,
Sorry
it
about
also
that.
means
There you
that
go.
can reciprocate it.
Hey, how you doing, girl?
A sit down.
Has
All right.
anyone actually met his wife?
No.
So, keeping you updated. Couple things. I caught a Lullafell falling out of the tower. He got drunk and somehow ended up there in the middle of the night. We don't know.
Yeah, she goes to a
Baba.
different school.
Okay, now I'm more
Did I hear
suspicious.
screaming over in Ryder's Corner?
Okay.
The dark-skinned Lullafell. His name's
Scream
Baba.
before the laugh, but you know that
Right there.
wasn't
Yeah,
it. It's those two.
That one right there.
Really big.
I see.
Yeah,
Anything in
so that
regards
happened.
to the recent trouble that's been brewing here?
Yeah, like that.
There we
Oh,
go.
well, a couple things.
That's what I heard.
Good news.
That's what I
Sorry?
you go on.
You know,
As the person that operates the sensors, good news. No void essence in the area. None. In fact, the only thing that stayed consistent is
Do it. So, like I said, you'll
I couldn't tell you. It's just nothing's there. For the past couple days, nothing's been there.
So this is the dark
Now,
night that was
the Aether
brought on.
readings are still confusing. This place is still a hot zone, as is everywhere about damn near. So, we're still looking. We're thinking that even if we get in more sensors spread up, we're still gonna be looking. It's like... It's more than Eorzea. That's how it feels.
Do you know where they might be?
This is way too much out of
What about
nowhere,
the sensors
so we're
set
still
across
looking.
to the far east?
At the corner.
That's the issue. Across the board, we've been getting confusing readings. We don't have enough definitive answers. We're getting hot zones here, hot zones there, then hot zones here, hot zones there. It's like something's disrupting everything. Not to the point of like end days kind of stuff, right? But just enough that it's greatly concerning.
Let me see.
Yeah.
It's for fun.
We don't exactly have certain people to ask for anymore, so... Yeah.
What are your names?
But we're figuring it out. We're hoping that once we get the rest of these sensors put up, that
Etheric
maybe we might get a
fluctuations
couple
across
more
the entire
answers.
Stars.
I would certainly hope so.
Highly unusual.
We saw
Well, kinda. I mean,
I'm asking.
there was an
so
event that
sudden.
happened during the end.
Sorry. Yeah, I'm on.
Yeah, there was an event that happened during the end days that kind of correlates, but
You said you were.
before we even talk about it, we want to make 100% sure it's definitive in what we're looking for before we even bring up the
I
idea.
see.
We're hoping that it's not it.
Yeah.
I see. Well, I suppose it's good news that there hasn't been any more voids
Nice
sent,
to meet you.
but
Nice to meet you.
We also haven't had any instances of anything really outside of the storms. Nothing else has really been happening. We haven't had any sudden increase in primal activity or anything of the sort.
that's really nice.
And luckily, since all the
Well, no.
the peace across the lands, even with the beast tribes, all the primal nature seem to have dwindled away for the most part. You've got your occasional small pockets, but things have gotten better.
Probably for the best.
Well, seeing as what happened last time she's in the tower, I'm kind of concerned.
People have a chance to breathe. I think they should be allotted it.
Well, I think we'll be fine.
Ooh, also,
After several decades.
Sid has made me the head experimenter for a new project.
Oh man,
Oh,
I've
what
never
sort of
seen
project?
Good for you.
anything quite like this before.
Well, we found out that the sensors were kind of acting like a lure. The idea, and luckily, actually, a couple people helped me figure this out. It kind of works like when you go fishing, right? And you put your bait into the water. What does the water do?
Bringing more and more
The
aether
most
when you're
unbelievable
capturing
thing
to
you've ever seen.
use for the sensors.
When the bait hits the water, it causes the water to ripple.
Yes.
The sensors don't generate aether. All it does is receive, reads, and then just allows it to naturally emit out.
Melodia took a small
Yeah.
piece
While
of
it's
that.
doing that, it's kind of rippling the aether in an unnatural way, causing all kinds of creatures to just be attracted. If it has any attachment to aether at all,
Perhaps then
it
by their
finds some
very
weird
existence
need.
they could be the reason for this disturbance. Could they?
And when I gave them new ones,
The sensors? No. The disturbances were happening even before. The sensors haven't caused a rise in them. We were even using small, kind of handheld ones that really could barely read much. We were still reading things out of whack. The sensors, if anything, are just kind of helping us understand them. But the other side is that, well,
I should probably make sure
taking
that
apart a couple of pieces might be able to make a lure. Could be useful in a way. I need to experiment with it. I'm not going to do that here.
For what manner of
Well,
beast or creature?
that's the thing. First we need to see what kind of creatures. So far, we've had imps be attracted to some, then we've had a yeti attracted to another, and then we've even had one person say they had a behemoth. A whole array.
Oh.
We're thinking that every creature that we have... the bard was the one that dealt with it. But point aside being that one of the things that we noticed was that for some reason, every creature had some kind of attunement to aether. Which we've also had the belief that every creature technically does, but the stronger the attachment, the more they tend to go for it. If we could make a lure of that kind of nature, there's a whole lot of uses we could have. For instance, right, there are some small villages that have to deal with all kinds of different types of creatures still harassing them. Even after the Warrior of Light's adventures and the many adventures that are out there, people still gotta deal with packs of wolves and whatnot, right?
Only not.
What if small villages had little lures? What if they had ones set up outside of their homes and whatnot? So if there was a tide of creatures, they hit a button, it does its ringing, creatures go out that way, leave the village alone.
May I interject for a question?
It's not a resolution, but sure.
Was this just out of an in general invention, or did something happen here that I don't know?
Oh, you're like new, aren't you? Well,
Yeah, I just got here literally not even an hour ago.
I see.
understood. Well, we were setting up these etheric sensors.
To get something from the bar.
Gotcha. I'm one of the members of Ironworks. We were setting up etheric sensors because of the mass storm disturbances that have been happening lately.
I don't quite understand it. All I remember is something about Ironworks working on some kind of electronic device that they plan to sell around Eosia.
I see.
Though I guess maybe
Well,
I
Tom,
should
at least,
check
you
my
can
Oh, hey, Aster.
mind if I bother you for a warm drink?
I do apologize for the trouble, though.
Sure.
Hello, Sir Ryder.
Hey, good to see you, Aster.
It's
And you.
understandable.
I'll leave you be anyway.
Void sent.
Don't worry about it.
All
right.
The last
Okay.
few weeks.
Here you are.
It's understandable, I suppose. I just didn't.
No worries, it's all paid for by Ryder today.
Oh?
My love for wandering knows no bounds.
Uh-huh.
Oh. Thank you then.
There was a bit of an event today, so Ryder is paying as a celebration.
Oh,
So,
and
forgive me
what
if I
might
decide to do a
that
bit
celebration
longer.
be
I do
on
understand
behalf
the
of?
concern nonetheless.
Well,
Rescuing
rescued,
Baba from the tower.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Specifically the side of the
I
tower,
heard
from a
about
window.
this.
That way I don't
I had heard that they were,
Well, right now,
inebriated
rough bit of a last
deep in their
week,
cups
so
and had fallen out of the
That is
tower.
true.
You rescued
don't
them.
think about it, relax.
Who was the
Yep,
one
Neb
that
did.
started
And to celebrate Neb and the friends, of course, I decided to
Ah,
pay for everyone's
Neb did.
drinks and stuff.
Not
Yes,
sure.
yes.
Yeah, Neb did.
I was just wondering if there was a certain somebody.
I was a bit
because if
confused.
so,
You had mentioned
then
it when I had
if someone leaves
arrived.
town, I'm throwing a search party.
Yep, it was all Neb. Neb came up with the idea of having him jump down and then land into his arms. Yeah, and no problem, Master.
I'm
Mark it.
I'm not your caretaker.
Can I get a status report on Ryder?
If this is going to be the nonsense.
Ryder is good and is here. He is still eating.
Baby Light is still in the tavern.
I might,
Update still eating his
How's
cheesy
your
bacon.
stomach?
Update eating his cheesy
Oh my
bacon.
gosh! Stop doing this!
6 cheesy bacon.
Does it hurt? How's your stomach?
Told you.
My stomach is fine.
Correction, Melodia. 6th.
Reporting his stomach is fine. He does not have an ache.
Just hold on.
Sorry, update his 6th cheesy bacon. Update, it is his 6th one.
I might leave this in comments
Thank you
if
for the
this
update.
is going to be.
Should have Minister
We're using
advise
it.
in case they go for a 7th.
I told you.
God.
They love you.
No worries, Aster. It's just,
Thank you for the drink.
today I had a really good pep talk and a reminder about who I am as a person. Which was great. I needed it, in a way.
Oh, I almost forgot.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, I got
Here,
sad a
try
little
one.
bit.
Wow, for a moment, I forgot he was like right behind me, and I thought everyone was
They're
staring
coffee
at me for a
biscuits.
second. I was like, I
I
don't
finally managed to get a hold of the recipe.
Hi.
Hello.
Now I would like to finish the cheese and bacon off.
This is very good, thank you.
Don't worry.
You wouldn't happen to have the recipe, please?
Hey, Jujubu.
there's a lot
Can I speak with you in
of
private for just a moment?
Issues that come
Sure,
with
just a
managed
moment.
equipment.
Of course.
Wait, what is Aster eating?
Later about that.
I'm not gonna
Coffee biscuit.
do a whole
That's
class.
what they called it.
I was actually about to get interested
Oh.
in getting another drink so I can listen.
But unfortunately,
But
only
humbly.
cheesy
I mean,
bacons
you can
may
still
touch
listen.
my mouth.
Mhm.
But
You
if it's
never
pretty
eat
good
anything
here,
else.
I
I
guess-
everything at this point.
That's understandable.
Do I need to adjust your antennas?
Boy.
I'll
Well,
set one down here, just in case you decide to.
well, my wife cooked for me, and she would make me eat all sorts of different things.
Do you not know how to
There
cook,
we go.
Sorority?
Better signal?
Oh, wait.
The only thing I know how to cook are cheesy bacons.
Okay.
I've actually seen loppers do that. Like 100%.
Have you eaten anything else? today or in
Freaking me out the first
recent
time. Then again, the
days?
first one that I ever met was Pudding Way, so I'm still kind of.
Of course I have, Aster.
It's not a particularly confident response, but I suppose if it is what you say, I will believe it.
Banana pudding.
After all,
Yes, Aster. After all, I have
why
to
would
make
the
sure
warrior
to stay
flights
atop
have any
my
reason
game.
to lie to me?
You know me.
All right, Aster. Fine. I haven't eaten anything else. Okay.
Very well.
I think the only thing you don't is chocolate. It's like the hot chocolate or something.
I'm not a
Give me a
liar.
moment, I'll be right back.
Oh well, you messed up because
Need
what
to
was the
check.
other one? Did you just showed me
What was that?
Did you just showed me coffee?
I've been buying up supplies left and right as much as I can get a hold of to replenish my supplies. Things that I lost or went bad over the past several years. Yes.
Uh-huh.
If something doesn't have an alcoholic in it, you don't want it.
That all depends. It's very specific.
How about water?
I mean,
Let me think on it a moment.
Yeah, water.
Okay.
Water's good. Yeah.
Let me think for just a moment.
You need it.
However, cheese.
I'll get back to you on
Okay.
that.
Now you're just giving me ideas. I'm gonna have to bring
Sure.
this to our famous culinarian.
If you put alcohol in cheesy bacon, I feel like Ryder will jump over this table and
But
beat
listen to me. What if you got a cheesy bacon, put it with a pretzel?
Okay.
I know. Hold on. Hold your horses. Put it with a pretzel bun.
I think he's
But that
listening.
pretzel bun was
Final
be a bad.
Fantasy 14 culinarian recipes.
Interesting.
Very aggressive.
Aster, forgive me of my actions, please. Definitely forgive me of my actions.
What?
Forgive me of my actions, Aster. I hope you understand.
Why?
But I just heard something quite forbidden just now.
Alice, I think he heard you.
Don't worry. Just know,
Just get ready
when
to
there's a
either
passion
take it
for
or
cheesy
die.
bacons, I always follow it. Down to the very T, to the ingredients that are
If you are
used
going to
to
jump over this table or do anything of the sort, for the love of God, put that sword away.
It's a test of your reflex.
Oh yeah, right. Never mind.
Oh.
I'm about to say you really don't wanna. I was about to say if you really wanted to run with swords, you're not gonna win. You know what my sword does.
He jumps
goes
over.
kaboom.
He goes for you.
Repeat after
Smacks the
me.
Lalafell off the table. Sword across the
Sword
face.
go boom.
Yes, you have an exploding sword.
Just go over here.
Yeah, he. Yeah. Oh,
Don't mind me.
His sword. Just a little bit.
It goes boom. Mine does that too.
Man, what is going on? That was weird.
That sounds nice. Black
yes.
truffle risotto.
Yes, his sword goes boom, definitely.
Most things will go boom if you hit it hard enough.
Factual.
I see. That recipe, would you happen to have it? Or be willing to share it?
Sure. Meet with me in Luluma later today. We'll discuss it.
I mean, I don't know. That doesn't sound like a bad idea.
Sure,
It
if you
shouldn't
wish.
be too bad.
I mean, if it's good.
Sounds rather simple.
You do know people put like alcohol.
Speaking
in
of
for
which,
some time and let it simmer. It gives it.
That man has not eaten proper food in at least a 7 day, I'm fairly certain.
We have the best culinarian.
Just saying.
Literally
Oh,
ever.
Do you mind
They can
if
make up
I
some concoction. At least you could
Oh,
try
you
it.
said
Listen,
that in
if you
here.
don't try it once,
Is that acceptable? I don't wish. I know you have your business.
Sure, just
that's a step.
be careful. I'm currently making something, and it's best you don't open the door to it.
I'll never say it again.
Open the door to it.
Feel free to come on back. It's down
It's
here.
the pose
No
that
worries.
really let me know that you cared.
Uh,
Thank you.
And let me never underestimate the amount that you care
Come on
for your
back.
friends, considering you sent a search party after me.
There's like a whole bunch of small ovens down here,
Speaking of which, has anyone seen Ryder?
made for Lalafell.
Of course I can.
The one he's currently working on, the door is shut. But they also have duct tape over it.
I fight for my friends.
It looks like it's seen better
with the power
days.
of friendship.
I actually got him to say it.
It'll be fine. It's perfectly safe for consumption. Just,
Hang on 1 second.
when I bring it out for Ryder, please stay on the other side of the room. The smell is powerful.
I will be sure to do so. I think you have a customer, by the way. I wish not to.
Actually, we were on an island together once, due to some sort of kind of pulling us there.
Something
Yeah,
before
you know,
dinner,
that's
and
very
I was wondering where I might be able to get housing
To
for a
not
little
even
bit.
look at what they just handed you. It was just drink, grab,
He
go.
may have had a giant ass sword, but at least he knew how to party.
She's a bit busy right now, but I'll wait.
Yeah, but Atlas gave me a lot of melon juice during our journey, so it was no surprise that I would have some stocked up. And I might have grabbed a little bit extra on the side for you, because, you know, I know you like drinking those things.
Oh my gosh. I will never doubt your ability to judge food ever again. No alcoholic. No alcoholic. Veer,
she fucking holds on to like nuggets for Stella all the time and chocolates.
I did it!
Oh yeah.
I'll be back later. Watch over baby light.
I get that. I have a weird amount of
That's
grapes.
you! He's saying
That's
watch over
you.
you!
Can I have a regular?
That's your code name for him.
Or maybe something a bit stronger.
Oh.
It's a G
He
Warrior
calls
thing.
him Baby
question.
Light. That's his code name.
Are you at all allergic
Sure,
to
Aster, what is it?
I won't even go any further.
Exactly. Exactly.
Be right back.
It's a G Warrior thing.
Okie doke. But yeah, actually, melon juice was the first ever alcohol I had in Eorzea when I arrived here. It was thanks to Atlas, actually.
I was lucky enough he was tolerant of alcohol.
Interesting.
Ugh. And now there is a Aki in my lap. You know what? I'm fine. That's fine. Me too.
I mean, I don't see how that would be a complaint.
You'd be
Melodia.
surprised, Melodia.
You need to Wow. Wow.
I'm interested.
Is this your thing, Aster?
Interested?
Yes. I said I was going to make you something.
What are you
This
interested
is the first time he's seen
That's
a
cool.
in years.
What the?
Whoa.
Yeah.
I would hope not. There's always cooks in major cities.
Fuck it, I'm interested in what the fuck they're making. What are you making?
For the record, Ryder, I think
Black
Jujubu was trying to
truffles
get your
risotto.
attention for something.
Ooh.
I happened across some black truffles in Gridania yesterday.
I
So.
have one last cheesy
Oh,
bacon.
I actually haven't had a Gridanian dish in a while.
I'm not actually sure if the dish is Gridanian. I believe its origins lie elsewhere. However, with modification, the black
For the
truffles
record,
make
why
it
were you
taste
banned
very
from
nice.
drinking alcohol?
Oh.
Because I ended up on the side of the tower.
Ah, I see.
Yeah, that's totally. He's got a. By the way, he's had a wine glass in his hand. I feel like tugging behind him.
You're only bad to
What was that?
It was a cup.
Okay. Is it a cup? What's in the cup?
It's a great question. Gonna drink it. Water.
It's like asking. You could
It was
your
totally
pet,
water,
What do you have in your
yes.
mouth? And they just start chewing faster.
You had
No,
a special
don't
cheesy
forget.
bacon made for me?
We can put you back in the tower.
Of course.
No, thank you.
Interesting. I will be very judgmental, considering it's cheesy bacon.
Hi, Mara.
No pressure or
at least he's
anything.
He's like a connoisseur of
I mean,
cheesy
I
bacon.
suppose that's true.
It's his one dish he knows how to make, and he's very proud of it.
To be fair, I'd be really critical of anything fish related.
Fair enough.
No.
Greatest meals.
Greatest.
I mean, I often do have a preference for fish. But then that's what you get when you live at Limsa.
I always have a good supply of fish in them, so.
I got to have a rainbow trout one time. It was heavenly.
Oh, yes. Wonderful to cook with.
Yeah.
I do.
I exist.
Cat.
Okay, here goes.
See that.
But The moment a bunch of us got to actually leave Baja, the first thing we all decided was we were gonna go to Limsa and do nothing but gorge on fish.
Heavily.
And we found out that there were all different
This
kinds.
sounds like a good idea.
There's more than
It
one
does.
fish. You should be surprised.
Oh yeah,
That's
well
a
we know.
shit ton of fish.
And God, she has some beautiful
By the way, while
areas to go
while they're doing their
spearfishing.
thing, I'm going to let you sneak a quick sip of my drink. Yes, it's alcoholic.
He's got like a little straw.
How dare you?
It's like
How dare you?
very strong goat cheese.
I have no idea what you're talking
sharing.
about. Sharing is caring, after all.
Fine. Fine.
Are you choking?
Even if they don't make sense, you can't argue with their logic.
Quickly, someone get him!
Was that too many?
Gotcha.
Quickly, sound it on the Never mind.
Sound the alarm.
No, do it anyway.
Red alert, Ryder is choking.
Code Red, please do CPR on him right now, mouth to mouth. Ha boo boo, you know what to do.
Alright, you know what to do. Why would you think that? I think that's I think that is my cue to go.
It's your time to shine. You've got to save the warrior of lights and
I feel
life.
like I don't want to die though. For everybody else in the room, it smells pungent even from where you're sitting. You know.
What exactly
You
was
know,
that?
actually, I think he's fine.
gave him
I think I'll pass.
What is that?
Bobby cheese.
Is he just bought up whatever he ate?
Goddamn cheese.
I have no idea.
You know what? No, I was originally going to, but not anymore.
I'm leaving.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm going outside.
Nope, he's on his own.
Nope. Little bit of air.
You know what smoke was?
Oh dear.
Come on. Cup in here. Here you go. Come on, with me.
Come on, Ryder.
We need to go. Let's go. I think it's time to evacuate the tavern. That's a good way to clear the room.
Yeah, it does smell kind of.
Ooh.
Yeah.
No, I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah, are you still cooking?
I did, but
Oh my
You know
God.
what? Maybe
He's throwing up.
Was that your name?
There.
He might have consumed a bit of gobby cheese.
Gobby cheese. What is
Why are you puking different colors?
goblin cheese?
Oh, that one's blue now.
Well, it's definitely not cow cheese.
Ryder, smell the air.
Quickly smell the air. You can smell
Which I guess would just be cheese.
from behind you.
Oh, wait, hold on. I gotta be a good friend. Hold on, brother. Let me just hold your hand back.
Is
Goodbye.
that is vile.
I'm gonna die. I will die now.
All right, I'll smell the air.
It kind of just made it worse.
How do you get green? Wait, no. How do you get green in there? What did you eat?
I think it has lettuce on it.
Well, how was your...
I mean, there's enough for 3 if you'd like some.
Fuck it.
Enough for 3 servings.
Sure, what is it?
Absolute
Black
landmine,
truffle
and
risotto.
I'm all for it.
Rice,
Bobby
onions,
cheese isn't that bad.
Okay.
mushrooms, and stuff.
It depends. It reflux is
Very
gonna be cheese.
earthy.
Lodi ate it just fine.
What do you do to you?
Nice quality.
I can barely feel my guts.
You know, that's not the right word. You know, that's definitely not the right wording, but okay. We'll roll with it. What?
Yeah?
You know, at this point, I feel like there's actually a health concern. That is a lot of puke for that.
This is... It was literally like two
fairly
ounces
certain
of
She has
coffee
2
cheese.
more servings, but not of whatever he had.
Then again, they did eat
I have
6
one.
whole things.
I think it's gone now.
I have one of those.
I think it's gone.
Ryder.
You never know.
very
I need you to
Cook
turn
him
back.
something that isn't.
Wait, Ryder, I need you to turn this way one more time.
Probably a good idea.
Ryder! Meat.
Turn this way one more time.
Not to say that his
One
chest
more.
organs
Just-
aren't, but
Just to be sure.
There we go.
good or anything. But very heavy on the stomach, I would imagine, after a while of
Okay,
eating
you're good.
constantly, day after day.
Ryder.
I could only
To let
imagine.
you all know,
on
it should no longer smell like that in the tavern.
Well,
I'm sorry.
That's nice.
Smells like
I would
crap
suggest
out
drinking
here.
some water. Clean up your system. Good
I
plan.
can see, but
None of
good
you
idea.
are more than welcome to
Jesus.
eat this if your stomach can handle it.
Yes, I shall. I really do look forward to it.
Make you
He's
sick.
kind of made Ryder a bit thick.
I think the cheese was
Watch where you step.
Stepping. Just watch where you're
Yeah, watch where you're stepping.
Yeah, I wouldn't step there.
There's a landmine
Oh,
there.
oh no.
I remember eating that one.
They killed him.
Yo, it's a tough day for some
They
people.
took him.
Really is.
He's dead. He's gone.
I feel bad for whoever's gonna stand on that.
I just gotta remember it straight.
Ain't gonna be me.
Oh, well, looks like, if anything,
Oh.
like you said, week has left us exhausted, so
That was good.
give us some time. Look, if
Well.
need be, I'll carry you back if I have to. Okay?
Back to work then.
Okay.
If anything, get some rest. Probably needed.
I'm gonna go find Melodia.
Probably this is what's kind of making me a
can't-
bit
There's 2 people over there.
what I'm feeling.
All
Like I
right,
said a
then.
number ago.
Then I'll say during this week we'll go ahead and take a look at that special menu.
I'm looking forward to Aster's amazing cooking, and then this happens.
Sorry, Aster.
It's
I could've
all and
turned
well.
down
I would just hate
Melodia's
to see
request.
him get sick trying to eat something like this.
Come on,
He is unwell.
Something that isn't cheesy bacon.
Well, that was my thought.
Despite
Something
the
to help
rancid
clear out
smell.
all of the meat and
The
things
smell's
in his
actually
system.
gone already.
Yes, I'm aware, but you know, throwing up is not a pleasant experience.
No, it's not.
True enough.
I should probably go find Melodia and
Where's
apprise
the
her of
white-
what happened.
So where's the
We
white
can
mage when you
stay
need it? We need
now.
a sooner. Can you cast a sooner? Probably not, right?
If
Can
the
you?
opponents
Yes,
were to
I
attack
am
me, I'd be
very much
finished.
capable.
That might-
Well, this.
Yodley. He's a slight
I'm not
case
even
of
certain
food
if that spell would help.
poisoning.
It's not. There are many things that a Asuna will not cure. An upset stomach being one of them, I'm fairly certain. Though if he has
Damn,
gotten
that's
food
unfortunate.
poisoning, perhaps. It is an illness, after all. Never tried it. Most people
I mean, if
simply
it's really
suffer
aged
their
cheese,
illness.
possibly.
True.
Can't focus. Everything just out of whack.
Do you need to go lay down there, big man?
No, I'm good. I just need a minute.
Very well. If you start lying on the floor, then I'm gonna princess carry you back to your bed. Don't make me do that. I will do it.
All the way in Foundation?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you can always
Speaking
borrow
of,
my
they tore
chocobo.
down my apartment. I no longer
Wait,
have
what?
it there. So if you're missing out of your apartment for a certain amount of time, they tend to tear down those buildings to make room for new ones.
No, I know very well
How
that
did they do
policy.
that with houses? I didn't know they did that with apartments.
They do! And I had
Looks
a
like you
really
forgot to
sweet
empty your
apartment.
Did you at least take
I
the time
did.
to reclaim your belongings? That's how I lost most of my stuff.
About that.
Oh
my
goodness.
You have my
So
deepest
I've been stuck sleeping in Foundation since then.
You know, if you need a
I
place
have a
bad
couple of
enough,
friends.
you could always reach out to Sid. Plenty of the Ironworks workers have their own little dormitories.
I
Sure,
may
we could
have a
give you
few
one
people
temporarily.
you could reach out to. They may have
Harmony.
spare apartments.
Worst comes to worst, the Adventurers Guild, the inns, they're not so bad. If anything, they're actually quite spacious.
Reasonable. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then I tried to argue with them and tell them, hey, I want my apartment back. And they just kept giving me the same thing over and over again. And now I can't get my apartment back.
Happened to your apartment?
It's gone,
Apparently they
Aki!
evicted him.
It's fucking gone!
Did they evict
I had a
you?
jukebox in there. I had a jukebox in there with like all of my tunes. And you know, I kind of like to get down on Eosia, you know? But it's all
Did they not give it
gone.
back to you?
Nope.
Warrior
They
of
tore
the
that down
light,
too.
Savior of the world.
Damn.
Homeless guy.
I mean, you could always move in with Veer for a little bit. I'm pretty sure she'll allow it. She has a house.
Moving in with Veer is like a death match. Every day.
You also have to deal with Stella, Lotus, and I think
Controls for a second.
Lotus has a sister, Morgan, that comes around, and I go around there too.
I don't know.
I may have
whatever
a
the case.
friend that lets you borrow an apartment.
Don't worry. I'll figure it out somehow.
If he doesn't, he's.
At this point, you have a
If he
whole
doesn't, we're
sea
taking you
of
to
options.
Harmonies. Unless you want to sleep on my ship.
I mean, it
Right,
sleeps nice.
anywho, back to the main topic at hand. Aster, I look forward to your cooking. Is it finished?
Oh, it's been finished.
Oh yeah, it's pretty good.
It's been done for a while.
Ah, you've
Yeah.
got re-hungry now.
Well, I mean, you did empty
I
his
mean, you
stomach.
threw
out.
up all of it.
Okay,
Yep,
here
he
we
pretty
go.
much just said, I'm hungry.
All right, let's see this.
It's really good.
Huh?
Oh no.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
I didn't mess something
You
up.
just unlocked it. Yep.
I'm just gonna back away.
no.
Harmony, this.
I'm speaking to yourself.
I'm lying.
Aster,
Yeah,
this is
There you go.
I think they're going to explode.
I think you're going to explode with happiness.
Aster.
His body is having a visceral reaction to something that isn't cheesy bacon.
Oh, man! Yeah! Oh.
Didn't hit the ceiling.
I was
Did he
gonna say
already
someone.
explode?
Someone. Yes.
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 Aster, your food is amazing!
Thank you, I'm quite well
It's really
practiced.
good. I can agree.
Uh-oh.
I never had
hope you're ready
anything
to make
other than
that for him
cheesy
for a while.
bacons, but this is a whole new thing!
Well, that's why I thought it was a bit of a
how you
problem,
feel,
because you've
right?
been eating all of that very heavy food, so I thought something that is actually
I feel like this has to be
fulfilling,
entirely
but also
self-induced.
helps cleanse the system a bit, so to speak.
I was good.
Would
It
be
was really good.
an excellent choice of meal to make up for your relatively poor dietary
I was honestly
habits.
expecting his body to just have a visceral reaction.
You know, my
to
body
anything
feels a
that
lot
wasn't
better
cheesy
too.
bacon.
Well, if anything, eating something
poisoning.
not good for you, gobby cheese, whatever that actually is, rice, you know, sort of soothing the stomach, so to speak, soaking up all of the oils and other things in your stomach.
That would do it.
Oh!
Especially if it was
I see.
gobby cheese.
It's so
A meal that
good!
not only satisfies the palate, but also satisfies your body's needs. This is what being a culinarian is all about.
Aster, I'm willing to pay you. Will you make that for me like every day?
No.
Oh no,
Well,
here we go.
maybe.
Eat.
other meals.
That, yes.
Eat
I
your
would very much
vegetables.
suggest eating things that are not just the same thing over and over again. There is, as some would say, too much of a good thing.
But I need you to wait. If that's the case, I can just fetch you some ingredients, right? And then you can cook the stuffity stuffs, right?
Yes. I know a number of
these were
recipes.
50 feet from the house and
Oh, well, out and by the warrior of light.
Then I'll make it my
I'm not there.
I'll make it my side thing to fetch you some ingredients.
Wait, hold on. You're a Dark Knight, right? I'm not crazy, right?
Yeah.
Like giant sword, all that. Okay, cool. You ever had baba ganoush?
No.
Baba
I can't
ganoush. It's
stand.
literally the meal of our people.
I don't think I'm quite
Not
familiar with
people.
this.
I mean, you know, durable motherfuckers.
I don't think I'm
Well,
quite
last
familiar
time
with
I
this recipe.
ate.
Man, baba ganoush.
Quick!
Oh, I'll ask around and see if.
This is very
Do you know how to make it? I don't assume that everybody knows how to cook like I do.
I know how to make it, but I don't really have the skills.
I can make jerky.
If you can share with me the recipe,
food at home, but not.
I can attempt to acquire whatever
I can make myself homemade pasta. That's
is necessary and make
basically
it.
anything you can make. Like handmade specifically.
Sweet!
I want homemade.
I feel way better now than before. Wow,
You know,
I actually
that's-
feel pretty empowered.
It's called having a balanced diet.
Eating a good meal before battle
what
is
eating other
often
meals is.
I could also make
highly
cake,
advised.
dude. I
They say
didn't
that
learn
those
how
who
to
are
make cake.
well fed, not only do they maintain their stamina and strength, they often tend to be better focused because they're not distracted by their hunger.
Would you mind if I borrowed your kitchen
They're
for
able
a
to
second?
focus on the battlefield and learn
you
from
have
it.
one.
Learn from their battles.
What have you been drinking for the past
years?
Well, let's see. There's different assortments of things that I drink. On a very good day, when me and Atlas are on pirate ships and stuff like that, I usually drink a lot of melon juice. But on certain other days, when I'm training and things like that, I tend to drink a lot of water. And on other days, I tend to drink other things, like,
Alcohol.
maybe herbal remedies of tea that are really good for you?
Ooh, I do know a couple of very
actually-
good tea
He
recipes.
actually does have a little bit of that. I've seen him drink it a couple times.
Actually, yeah, I've had tea too. Especially
Okay,
Cacanis.
so I
They're
need
really
you
great
to
tea.
explain to me, as a very kind and sensible man, some would say one of the most kind and sensible people in the area, how have you been exploring different varieties of drinks, but not meals?
He gets stuck in it.
Well, you see.
How did this side of the brain go, we should try new things, and this one go, God, nothing beats meat and cheese?
Well, meat and cheese and
well,
bread are fundamental parts of most people's day-to-day foods. However, there are definitely other things you should try, both for the sake of trying other foods, but also because they better nourish the body than simple seared meat and cheese and bread. Bread makes you fat.
Also,
yeah,
if you do
okay.
remember, he had like 6 of those things earlier, so you know how much he can eat. So I don't know if a variety of foods will... Actually, will a variety of foods make you only eat like one thing every now and then?
Probably not.
Is
You've
cactus
probably torn
juice
your stomach
a
up
recipe?
to God knows what at this point, but the thing is it's a healing process, right? We get you one filling meal, or I guess technically you're supposed to have 3, realistically, filling meals a day that actually have ingredients and actually can do more for you than just a simple burger.
I have some news for you. My body make is a bit different. Picture 3 meals, but triple that.
Oh, I'm aware. I just wasn't sure if there was cactus. There's a bunch of Avatar references
If I
in
then
Final
ask
Fantasy
you,
XIV,
what have all
or a
these
number of
meals
them anyways.
been, you're going to tell me cheesy bacons. So, Yeah, so there's a very good chance it's not that you need 6 meals a day. There's a good chance you just had 6 burgers, which I'm gonna be real with you, as a Hrothgar,
That's not a
ain't
deal.
much.
Trust me, working on ships.
What? But cheesy bacons are great.
Is that all you eat?
I don't even.
Yes, but not.
I don't even think that cheesy
Yeah,
bacon
is that
can
all
make
you
me
eat as
swing
well?
faster.
Just cheesy bacon.
Well, if I were to talk about my academy days,
Now, Baba Ganoush.
let's see. The professors made me eat some apples.
Baked eggplant is also just really good. You'd be surprised.
Yeah, apples.
Like you'd think it wouldn't be that good, but it's really.
There's some
really
very
good.
delicious strains of apples that one can find in Gridania.
My other professors.
I don't really get to eat apples that often, because every time I get my hands on one, there's always like a chocobo nearby. I have to. Ever seen a chocobo bag?
Yes.
I never win against a chocobo begging.
No, of course not.
Apples and cheesy bacons
You have to
were my
feed
thing
them.
for a while.
The red
Then I
ones.
started eating cheesy bacons again
We
because
don't talk about the
the
red.
professor didn't really see me eat.
I do. They were all over Baja. Comments.
I don't think I have ever actually encountered a red one.
Good. Good. Good.
I see.
I've only ever seen one. It didn't end well.
The purple
Or
ones you
the
never
chocobo
see.
or you?
We think they're like an invisible race of chocobos. The blue ones are really scary, but the red ones are the most scary.
Oh, I
They
have
like
seen
to summon
blue ones
comets.
before.
Never seen those.
I don't know. I came back into
Mine's a blue one.
Yeah,
I have
no,
seen
the
one.
red ones are terrifying.
good boy.
But yeah, Aster, if I were to fetch some ingredients and things like that, would you like
Fancy ones.
cook me some different foods then?
I would be honored to cook for the Warrior of Light.
I mean, mine is white. But
All
it's not like
right!
natural white.
Though I would like to try to help you with your relatively horrid diet.
You see her carry a giant cake
Huh? What makes you think I need help?
around the table. It's a cake.
You eat nothing but
A strawberry shortcake.
the same thing over and over.
Something she's learned.
We just went over this. It's not.
Oh, yeah, right.
It's already been
Go
cut.
for a fork. You just went
It's
straight
already been cut.
And all that bread.
Okay.
It's already been cut.
Bread makes cut.
You just need to grab a fork. All you gotta do.
You all are insane.
Oh, wait. I don't.
No, actually, I'm pretty good. Huh?
I like to remain optimistic.
Cake.
What kind of blade do you have, by the way? I actually was kind of curious.
Quite the adventure.
Well, I got it from. Actually, my mentor gave it to me.
Same with me.
I don't know why I figured you'd have a relic weapon. Still looks nice.
I kinda,
If y'all want a piece of cake here, she
I don't
tosses you
know.
a
Something
fork,
about this
Barovia.
weapon spoke to me.
Oh yes, here I meant to ask you.
It's good on you.
You see on the table a
Yeah,
strawberry shortcake.
relic weapons are nice, but
here.
the weapon that you connect with is, like, far more cooler.
I rolled a 16. I was like, yes.
That is exactly what a relic weapon is directly meant to do.
Oh, really?
I like the whole cake.
Yeah.
Would you like a slice of cake?
The whole way you'd go about crafting it is literally in the process of using memories and things of that, of adventures, of battle, of war, of sorrow, of pain, of misery, all coming together to a culmination of empowering a weapon through sheer might and emotion.
Well then, it looks like I'll have to talk to Godbird about it. He might know about relic weapons.
Oh yeah, a lot of crippling debt. Do you like
Godbird.
crippling debt and bald people?
Manderville? You know him?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah, actually, did you know he's the owner of the Gold Saucer?
Yes, I have seen the statue.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
Been there.
Apparently those
A number of
statues
times.
are anatomically correct.
Grab a
Aster,
slice.
whatever you do,
Please.
don't cross him. Do you hear me? Do not cross him
Never
under
met the
any
man personally.
circumstances.
Swear to God.
Almost worked for him.
You don't want to. Yeah, you don't want to.
Why?
I've seen him.
I mean, I understand the
Okay.
stigma that the syndicate has with some people.
I'll just give you a tad bit, and that's it. His strength is on another level
They can't help themselves.
above mine entirely.
If none of you eat it, I'm going to eat it all.
Is he really?
Don't you eat it all.
I have heard rumors that Godbert Mandeville slew a behemoth with a goldsmith hammer.
What happened?
Oh.
Yes. So.
In like one hit.
No, they're talking about.
You ever heard of Fair to Hildebrand by any chance?
No.
Hildebrand. No, I've never heard of him.
Until we get others here.
Who is that?
Okay, I won't tell you that then, but just know,
What are you saying? Did he cook
once
this?
you,
It's really good.
Godbert's son, Hildebrand.
Oh, I didn't know he had
eating
a child. Truthfully, I've never
Mm-hmm.
really paid much attention to their family. Of course, I know Godbert Mandeville and the Mandeville goldsmithing, but that's just because as a goldsmith myself,
welcome to take a piece.
studying through,
yeah, no,
you know,
yeah,
the
sure,
goldsmith
no,
skills in.
There was.
Well,
There was the Garlean dude who was like.
You sort of hear
really going
names
above and
from time to
beyond.
time, and his name has been
And at
brought
one
up
point,
a
he
number
was
of
just standing
occasions.
directly
One of
behind me against the wall.
great
for a
artists.
solid, like 20
Gotcha.
minutes.
I did see that he was
Considering he made his fortune doing this, become a member of the syndicate there in Uldar doing this. You sort of hear about this in that line of work. In that line of work.
I was really trying to be nice to him. But
Well-
once he found out that I was a part of the Bajir resistance at one point, he
Just
would
know
not
though,
stop apologizing
he's
to
a
me, and-
crazy feller. Very crazy.
Look, I'm a kind man. I really
I
am.
probably
and
wouldn't
don't
know
like
him if I
holding
saw him,
conflict against
however,
even the Garleans.
I will keep that in
But
mind. Thank you.
Sweet.
It's a work in progress.
Sure.
I lost a lot of.
And thank you
lost a
for
lot of friends out there. So
cooking.
having just a Garlean walk up to you and say, "Here's beer. I'm sorry," doesn't.
Of course.
It's not gonna mend those wounds.
Oh,
Wish I could say.
All right.
Roger, would you like a piece of cake?
But I was too young to remember it.
No more cake.
That's why I'm here.
Wait.
Today, I take a new step forward towards my newfound destiny of becoming super powerful through cooking.
Well, I
Not
don't
even
think you'll
strawberry
become
shortcake?
super powerful
I've heard.
through cooking. However,
I only have my condolences.
having a well-cooked meal
you ever
before
need to talk
battle is
about it,
certainly
I have large
good
ears.
for bolstering one's spirits and body alike.
Oh, yeah, what Aster
If
said.
needed, I can always put this in the bag.
I'm going to be super powerful through eating before a fight.
Goodness knows, every time I went in for a big fight, I always made sure
Power of a
to
balanced diet.
make a good meal for myself and my companions.
Could imagine.
He's gonna grab it.
We
I
just
have to
had some
remember that.
minor disagreements.
But yeah,
When you get a new
today,
weapon,
You still see some left.
you
When
gonna
do I
give
get
that
a new
back to
weapon?
Veer, or are you gonna? Yeah, if you get a
I
new
think it's
weapon,
just
you
a
giving that back
constant
to Veer, or
challenge
you
between us
putting
and
it, or you
Ironworks.
keeping
Not
it?
in a bad way.
I'm going to wait until I can beat
Veer.
Veer in a fight first. Then I'll acquire a new weapon.
How is Sid holding up?
Oh
Just
boy.
mentioned it.
Okay.
Almost worked there.
Good luck.
She's
I haven't
fine
beat
with
her
the
either.
outfit.
We're fucked.
She's a Viera. Viera wears some crazy fucking
It's
clothes.
possible. Last time I fought her, I saw a lot of her weaknesses.
Frankly,
If I
even
can
more
exploit them,
showy.
I win.
Can you?
I can
What
picture
weaknesses
him
we
now
talking
sitting
about?
behind his desk with a mountain of paperwork
Well,
in
let's
time
see.
and he's screaming
You
that
see
he
her
can't
hold
be out
out
Teach
there.
cake.
likes to
Well,
allow
the
herself to be
paperwork only builds
vulnerable.
up 'cause
I
of
don't
me,
know
though.
if she does this on
That's pretty
purpose.
much where
I
we're
know
at
you
right
do.
now, but
She has some sort of
luckily
goal,
now
but
the
I know that there's
storms are
openings in her
building up and
attacks
everything,
each
so I have
time
work
she
to do again.
attacks.
So
I just have to exploit
Okay.
those weaknesses.
fortunately, right now I'm currently one of his
okay.
high lapdogs.
Hey, did you, boo?
Even through her large, surmountable power, even I can see the weaknesses. My eyes work a bit different, you know.
Not to self. She likes strawberries.
Okay.
I feel you on that. I love riding in my airship, 100%.
See, you know, if once you
Make the
explode
day
them,
so
just
much
wanna fight
better.
harder, right?
Some of these cards.
I know.
You better watch that more
Sorry,
there for I don't know how.
If you said something,
I mean, I know how to
but
bake a cake.
The only way I'll know for sure if I've improved is if I beat her.
Think about that.
I gotta win.
Something on your person is now missing.
Maybe one day we can.
Who
Then
are
you
we
look at me.
fighting?
I can't believe, despite how many times I've saved the world, I still can't beat her.
You notice I didn't move a single muscle.
Wasn't I can't beat her either, man.
Who are we fighting, if I might ask?
Oh,
Our mentor.
Yeah, our mentor. Her name is Veer.
Veer.
A couple extra mana cutters we had left over.
I believe I might have heard
The
of
one
him.
you saw me fight at the Wolves Den?
Yes.
Trying to make them more
I see.
efficient and less
Oh.
needing aether.
Or nobody's strawberry
Yeah, I told her.
Yeah.
We're still
that you
working
would
on
be
some
fighting.
of the.
She's like, really, on Valentine's Day?
Enhance. Trying to get magic.
Well, look.
Ether usage to a bare minimum when it comes to
Somehow, some way, I will conquer my teacher.
The more we start realizing
I've conquered many professors before back in my academy days. Shouldn't be any different here.
Who knows?
I have.
I hate that place. Be honest with you.
I want you to know.
So much.
Even though my
The day I win, it'll be a miracle.
Become a field researcher.
Did you know? Yeah.
We
Did you know?
have to
It's
travel
funny.
there.
You're great.
Did you know? I had a professor that called his weapon Yastola at one point.
Excursions to deal with nodes.
Yeah.
I see a floating orb coming after me.
He used the Reaper Scythe too.
Out of just
Oh,
sheer
interesting.
spite.
What's special about that?
Get started on the triangular nodes. The little bastards always gotta have.
You remember the
opinions
Scions
about
of the Seventh Dawn, right?
I've heard of them, never met them.
intellectual devices
Ah,
of immense usage.
I worked alongside them in my journey.
Of immense
One of their names was Yastola. They were Makote, if I remember correctly.
Put it back in the
Yeah.
The way they make those
Apparently they're
nodes
blind.
requires them to basically
Oh,
submit
really?
some form of a personality
Yeah.
into the damn
And she
thing.
is.
So
You
yes,
fought alongside her?
technically
She
you're
a
right.
fighter?
They're just a bunch
Well,
of
also being
aliens that
blind.
just-
Have a bargain with the pirates.
How?
Apparently she can see ether.
To be an asshole.
Oh. Well, then I suppose she's not really
That's why a lot of the
blind.
nodes-
Yeah,
She sees
a
differently.
lot of the nodes
I don't know,
are
that's just how.
reasonably assholes, even if you
Yeah,
actually
like,
put in the
It's
correct
interesting.
password.
Yeah, I worked alongside her before.
By the way,
She's
dumbest
something
password
else.
we ever had.
But the fact that
Can
my
you guess?
professor had a weapon named after her too,
Then all of a sudden,
I thought it was weird.
Interesting coincidence.
back to you. Again, Atlas didn't move a single muscle.
My first
Oh, I
guess was
never
gonna
could
be
figure out what the
password.
connection was between that and the weapon.
Ooh.
Wouldn't know.
There might not be.
You have three.
Maybe not. Yeah,
Judging from, where you're from.
yeah, coincidences do happen.
Is that a tease or not?
Give me more of those strawberries.
That is strange, though. Perhaps they knew each other, this professor of yours and Lady Stola.
It's a popular vegetable.
I never bothered to inquire about it. I feel like it would have been a deep emotional thing. Maybe they did, maybe they didn't. Who knows?
Maybe. People name weapons after a variety of things. If they named them at all, that is.
It's unpopular to.
You could be right, Aster. But I can't exactly go back into the past.
Very, very popular to
In
chocobo.
front of a lady such as yourself. No.
Sorry?
Oh, I'm just saying I can't like time travel or whatever.
Well, no one can.
Just what it
Yeah.
You really want me to say it, don't you?
But
Of course, with the knowledge I have now of the world,
Unless
I
you're the
wonder what
primal
my life would
Alexander.
be like if I were to
Cannot say it
travel back then.
was the dumbest password we
Let me do
ever
it in
found.
pirate talk for you. It's
Do you
not the
wanna know
only
what-
treasure
wanna know
I'll be
what-
I
taking.
wonder if what I know now would change anything
There's a
in the
couple people. There's a
past.
few Garlean.
Or maybe I wouldn't want that to happen.
Probably a good idea to not know. Because, like, changing the basket do a lot.
Is that a threat or a promise?
Actually, yeah, you're right. I don't want to change my experiences.
But if you change the past, you also change
That's
the
what was
future,
on the
wouldn't
note
you?
with the dumb password.
Yeah. Could be better or worse.
If anyone would have just
Never know.
But
on the note
also,
at the wrong time, they would have just gotten me
wouldn't
full
changing
information
something
about how you
in
would-
your future also mean that you would have had to have done something in the
You haven't seen the
past?
male tiara.
therefore traveling back and creating a self-fulfilling prophecy.
No, not really.
Huh.
So by
I
going back
guess
in
so.
time, would you even be able to change anything at all? Everything that you are doing is already fated to happen as it has happened in the past.
I guess that's true.
Otherwise, why would
Yeah.
you need to time travel at all? I think. I can't exactly claim to be an expert in such
There's a lot
matters.
of things they accomplished that we
Yeah.
still don't get to this day.
No, you got a good point. I think you're absolutely right. What's fated to happen is meant to happen.
Which is why we don't like using their information.
Deviating the flow of time seems as a
It was
dangerous
a big
thing.
thing that Sid made it ample fact of that a lot of us agreed
do.
with, that even though the information's useful,
I agree.
how they acquired it just makes it feel...
Trust me, I've experienced that firsthand. Not with me, of course, but there was what was that thing he called out there in the what is he called? It's on the tip of my head. Was it Alexander? I think so.
Who?
There's a lot of nodes that we didn't
It's
let
another
other people see.
icon, basically. His name is Alexander.
Primal.
Giant machine.
For instance, you ever heard of the
Where?
concept of artificial
Huge like thing.
I can't say if I've heard the name.
Let me try to remember.
I'm certain there have been other primals by my accident.
Oops.
Yeah, have you in your journey come across a big, huge machine that's in a bubble?
As we'll call it, their praise, their light.
I can't say I have.
Known
No.
thing for a long time. Gone by many different names.
Where does one
then
find this?
don't worry about it. It's where was that place?
You got this.
I want to.
Such a thing.
I believe it was the Dravanian hinterlands.
I've never actually been to Dravania. Never had a reason to.
Creations,
Oh.
it's very much dead now. And we did not
You should go there sometime.
Maybe.
There's this
I'll
huge
add it
machine
to
that's
my-
in a
It was
bubble.
the most depressing sight you've ever seen.
And that machine is a primal?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
A,
It has a whole bunch of other machines inside of it.
a non-living... A primal with a bunch of smaller primals inside of
Now
them.
that we've had pretty much full ironworks
I
out
don't know
there,
if they're counted as primals, but they
the
work
majority of it,
and protect the thing. I don't know. I'm just going off what I've been told.
which,
I don't know.
in my
Sounds
opinion, gives me
like a
excuses to go
horrifying
fishing.
thing.
Males, when
So,
Excuse me,
but
give me
why
a
do you...
moment.
Oh.
They also combine, apparently.
Fish are almost packed to the brim with aether.
The tiny robots and the big one.
Have a nice
Oh.
fishing trip. Pass it off as
I know the
Again,
small
that
ones do.
sounds
I don't know about if
horrifying.
they do with the big
I have
one.
25 fishing rods.
Yeah.
Each one specifically for all the different types of it. I have one for fishing in the air. I have one for fishing in the sand.
I'm just going off what I've been told.
Fishing in the lava. I have one for fishing on the moon. I have one for fishing within aether spills.
Let's
Couple
just
different
say.
variations
Dear.
when it comes to the
Dear, are
different
you still here?
competitions happening
It
in
do
the
be
ocean.
wild, though.
There's also the ocean fishing. Don't
Sorry
forget
about that.
ocean fishing.
At least an entire
Hello.
village has had a piece of me.
I do like a good ocean fish.
I'm back from my brain.
Hi.
I'm good now.
Your brain.
Question.
But yeah,
Gonna sound
at
really
some
dumb
point,
with zero
you
context.
should definitely visit the
Is-
Dravanian hinterlands. You'll
Sure.
I'm sorry.
you'll definitely like what you
Find the
see.
time.
Right now either. I'm not leaving any good ideas
Um,
right now.
In fact, if you want me to, I'll even go with you.
Oh, okay.
I know
Road trip.
locations. I know how to get to them. If you ask me what they're called, I'll look at you funny.
Hey, what's up?
Wouldn't be opposed. Though, isn't that where Edelshire is?
Actually, yeah, true.
I
might wish to take a trip out there. Sometime in the near future. I'm
Our
not sure.
excursions
How
into
soon?
Alexander were some of the most fun I have ever had.
Nothing too serious. I was gonna say, can Aster have a...
Oh boy.
Is that allowed?
Have a relic weapon?
Are we allowed to have relic weapons in this RP?
The sensors.
So Ryan literally uses
The
the
sentinels.
Eureka
Sentinels.
I don't know what that looks like.
It's the weapon that she has.
part of that.
It's her rapier. That's her rapier.
Okay. I thought of a funny bit. can try to. I can give you the details later, but imagine if the funny rabbit glamored the funny Sparky Sparky stick to yeah, or glamored the thing to look like a Sparky stick.
I'm seeing where you're going with this. Mhm.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't want to.
So you're not the first person to ask me this. So literally asked me earlier today.
Fair enough.
I have no qualms against it. My only request, if you actually have a relic weapon, is if she actually spent the time building one, like building / crafting one through the variety of quests that are required, and she's actually spent the time doing so. Other than that, yeah, that's not a problem.
Yeah, I suppose the question then is I suppose she would probably be locked to ARR relics, given her situation, but...
No, you can, if she had, if she did something from, if she was over, she did the ones for, Kuga, the Stormblood ones, or, the Heavenswards ones, she can absolutely have those.
Okay. I'll have to think on it. Might make it something for her to work on during off time with maybe Sarai or someone.
Yeah, sure. I was
try to
gonna say,
actually earn it.
Shadowbringer ones would be weird, but no, Shadowbringer's is Boja. And Esso's is literally the Bojan one.
I don't even know what those ones look like yet. I am working on the Heavensward one though, or not the Heavensward, Heavensward one, the Anima relic, which looks really nice. Might even just do a partial one, like she got partway through it.
Yeah. If you want to coordinate with Sarai on that, yeah, feel free.
Yeah.
She would be willing to help you with that. Yeah. I'll probably hop in a little bit. I'm feeling a lot better, and plus I have my internet back, so.
Yippee! Okay. Well, I think Laura's called us or something.
I see. Yeah, I know what she's doing. So.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll see you in a bit. I'm gonna pop back up.
Bye.
Bye.
It's about here, Mikote to Aura. As long as you're not a male.
Oh, wait, no, you're right. It is Mikote size.
So, fuck the rock.
We can test this.
What did I come into?
I'm sorry?
This is me sized.
It's about average.
I will admit, I'm quite curious.
Aura.
I believe this is.
We're talking about chairs. Good. Black rock based ones.
Oh. I sort of assumed that most things would not be made for my kind here.
Any word from Kane?
It's here in Eorzea.
He went back to
I was like, you would hope. Actually, there's a lot of Rothgar all over you.
Delay anything if need be.
Well, now, I suppose.
Oh, it's been that way for a little bit.
We don't know how.
Is this everyone? Be sure.
Yes, this is everyone, I think.
Kind of like day. I think everybody's recovering from the last week.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Alright.
Severe injuries.
So, from what I was informed of, last week before issues arise, you all didn't manage to talk to the Astrologians. I heard that was a bit of a rough time. Not the most cooperative. Yeah. But
fuck that guy, by the way.
I agree. My God.
you did manage to, accomplish the objective, although they didn't have anything. There was a lack thereof of information, as they did not have enough data. And with that being the case, we are going to continue on with the plan in planting these sensors and spreading out. So I have a list here of the second wave. Over time, I think there'll be like 3 or 4 waves when it comes to it. As look, we're just barely leaving the continent at this point, but we need to make sure we have sensors pretty much everywhere. So, let me pull up my list. Unless there's any questions or concerns before I start listing. No? We're good? Great! Then your objective is over the course of the week, please go and plant these sensors. We're going to give the Astrologians a bit more time to go over this, so we might do another wave before we have you all go reconvene with them to see if there has been any update. Or hell, if they do manage to get an update, maybe they would actually be competent for once and send it down here instead of making us go all the way up there. But you know, it's Astrologians. Regardless.
I could have Nero talk to him.
You know what? That would be funny. that would be hilarious.
See if he's up for it.
Alright. So,
Add
next
the
area.
link pearl sound.
Atlas. We would like you to go to the Siren Song the Lighthouse.
Very well.
Have fun. I don't know what
Fitting.
the weather's like, but it's usually shit. So, keep that in mind. Niche. I would like you go to the Azazlar Delta Quadrant. Specifically the Aqueducts. If you go to Ishgard, I have Dai up there preparing an airship. He will be also going to Azazlar, although he will be going to the Beta Quadrant.
Nodes.
Also pretty shit.
How funny, we're just talking about that.
Nodes.
Yeah, we were.
We're just talking about nodes.
Neb.
Fucking nodes.
Neb. Whirl it. Whirl it. Have you been there?
Mm-hmm.
Right. There.
Oh. Understood.
Wonderful. Zai? Is that your name?
Yes.
Wonderful. You'll be going to the Dravania Forelands, specifically the 100 Throws. Do you know where that is?
Yes.
Great. Happy that you do know where that is. I fucking don't.
I'll bring you a map from Ishgard tomorrow.
Yeah.
Is Soren here? Or did he just not come up?
Probably not.
Nope. Alright, well if anyone does manage to see him, Idleshire.
Interesting.
Just in case. You know, a lot of people that I put on the list just have not shown up. Alright, we're skipping that one. We're skipping that one. And skipping that one. Bristol!
Yes.
Well then. You'll be going to the Sea of Clouds, specifically the Cromlech.
Okay.
Careful. There's a lot of storms over there at the moment.
Oh, great.
As some people here could probably tell you. Aster.
Yes.
You'll be going to the Fringes, specifically somewhere along the Veladina River.
Veladina River. That's in Girabania, is it not?
Correct.
I'll make my way there post haste.
You can get them by making your way through the shrubs. Osri already left. Kane is not here. Zilla is not here. Aki.
Yes.
You'll be going to the peaks, specifically the Ziggurat.
Alright.
Ina, you'll also be going to the peaks. Specifically, names. Neon Crypt's Hope. Good luck finding that one.
Peaks.
You'll find out.
Alright then.
Melodia. Valgar's Reach.
All right.
Ren, you're staying here because if there is a void sent, it is not my problem. Alright, Ryder. You'll be going to the locks, specifically Sweetwater. So, to get there, it's in a cave. You have to climb over a mountain, and do enjoy the sandworms. But not taking the time.
Did she say specifically where in the country?
Wait, Ms. Luma.
Yeah?
Where exactly?
Where did you say mine was again? You said Whirl?
Whirland.
Whirland.
More sandworms. More sandworms. Be quiet.
There, you'll be okay.
I might need to look into that one. I'm clueless in my mind right now for that one.
I can provide you with a map of the location.
Alright, thank you.
Hey, Luma, I have a question.
Yes.
Is there some reason, this is just me inquiring here. Is there some reason why you keep sending me after sandworms?
Because you love them.
No, even in my... Oh, man.
Have you ever been to Turcliffe?
Turcliffe.
Fuck 'em.
It's in Whirland.
I'm drawing blanks right now.
I believe that's where the whole weapons fiasco happened.
Oh. Cool.
I'm glad you figured that out.
Oh. Oh no.
We gave that place a name.
I thought you were working on the G-Warrior thing.
Yeah, I thought you
we never gave it a name. I thought we just called it the battleground. Got it.
It's a little town there.
Understood.
Oh, hey.
No.
Still down there?
By the seaside.
Oh, you're right. Okay.
Welcome.
Name's escaping me today.
You're alive.
Hey, do you wanna go plant a sensor somewhere?
Okay, where to this time, Luma?
Wonderful. Which one of these places?
I thought you
We
said
have no one there at
mama.
the current moment. What?
I said mama.
I would like you to go to the Churning Miss, specifically Mother of the Sheave, if you know that little island.
I do. I can do
There, because people are always going to stand there on here. Regardless, I think that for the most part covers everyone. Everyone got one, right? I did not miss one. Not you. You go with someone.
Yeah, he's coming with me this time.
Wonderful.
Islands
Enjoy
love
the-
and light
don't
more
worry.
sandworms.
Don't worry, Ryder. You get to climb a mountain first, then sandworms.
I still don't avoid the fire!
Yeah.
You get to climb the mountain twice. Once there, once back.
It's a very pretty
True.
cave. Very blue. Regardless. That is where we'll be planting them. I'm pretty sure that's most of the areas, and that will be it from this phase. The next one, we'll be spreading out further. I have a couple of islands. I'll be able to send someone to show me this place. Regardless, any questions, concerns, or anything at the current moment?
Yeah, I have a question.
If it's about sandworms, then shut the fuck up.
Okay.
Now, while people's here, is there any major concerns or anything that needs to be gone over while we have everyone's attention?
How the hell do I get to the peaks, and where do I go? Where is this?
If you're
You're gonna be following Alki.
No,
I mean, to be honest,
I live here. I know
if you need to, Aki can always bring you.
You both are going there, just opposite sides.
Yeah, well, that's helpful. Follow me, lost, and you'll find your way. Just follow me. We'll move
This
back.
is a This is a general reminder to the other Reapers out there. I hope you've asked your voices their names.
Yes.
Oh, what is it?
Prism.
Prism. That's a good name. Mine's is MIDI.
I know I
You,
met
Red?
many middies
What's
quite
your
actually.
sister's name, Red?
I'm a bit confused.
I haven't
What is
spoke
it?
to it in a long time, so I
Oh.
get to
On the
speak to you.
spot.
What do you fucking
Right
mean?
now.
You
It's
it, Buttercup.
been a long time. They're in your fucking head, man.
Miss Luma.
We
I could.
had
It's a no-talk
conversation often.
contract.
Luma.
Miss Luma.
We have a question.
A question.
Ash has a
You
question.
said the fringes, which to my understanding is the region alongside the wall, yes?
Other stuff.
Anywhere specific along the other side of the wall? You mentioned the Villadina River, but
Mostly anywhere along that river should work. I would probably go a bit southward if I were you.
I see. I'll start my search by the river and make my way south.
There's a cave near there. I don't remember what it's called. It has something to do with. It's meteor something. Ask around. I'm
Toto's
sure you'll
Comet?
find it. Yes.
And you said,
Thank you.
Comment. I don't believe
and
I've
you
heard
said
of this.
where in the
It's been a
Sea
while
of
since I've
Clouds?
been there.
Sorry? What'd you say?
In the Sea of Clouds where? If I may remember again?
You are going to the Comlick. Comlick? No, Cromlick. That's it.
Gotcha.
You will find it. Good luck. Anyone else not clear about where they're going again?
Actually, I have one more question.
No.
What's his name's
Is it still
Ryder?
about sandworms?
Besides sandworms.
Yeah, Ryder.
His favorite, by the way, in case you're wondering.
His favorite. His absolute favorite.
It's his favorite even above cheesy bacon.
Oh,
Really?
dang. Oh, no, you might want to stop running.
A sandworm back and
Yeah,
leave
I'm
cheesy
ready for
bacon
that,
out of
actually,
it.
yeah.
Be
Tell
prepared.
you something down.
This.
You know, in that regard,
I'm ready.
Luma,
By
you
the
know,
way,
we have to spread out further.
You
Have
are
Ryder
right
go to
in
the
front of those two. Your weapon is sort of phasing through theirs.
Yeah, we're enjoying it.
It's nice and shiny.
I can't believe Atlas enjoys the penetrate. Never mind. We're good.
Right here.
Wow.
I was in the middle
You
of
know,
that.
That raises
you know,
so many
I
questions.
know I have my preferences, but that you didn't need to say that out loud.
Yes.
I
Oh, yeah,
dare
in
not
the
question
room.
my friend's preferences.
Do keep your guard up. For the past week or
Got it.
so, there hasn't been any sighting of Woodson whatsoever, which is a bit unsettling after, well, countless attacks we've had so far. It has been eerily quiet.
Oh,
Yeah.
make sure to keep my guard up.
You, Rin, you guard Luma with your life. You got that?
I gotcha.
The only reason I haven't summoned any of my familiars is because I don't know what will happen because of... You want to know. Regardless, any other questions? Any other concerns? Things that need to be brought up? Literally anything when everyone's attention is here. Any group discussions? Anything.
Can we send Ryder to the burn next?
Do you own
The barn?
I call second on that.
No.
I mean, I was going to send him down there.
I was going to tell you. I was going to tell you.
I mean, he loves worms. There's a
visit
whole,
to my family before
there's a whole colony of worms.
There's someone else I was actually going to send to the burn.
Sir,
Oh, okay, I'll leave it to you.
Sarai.
Yeah.
That it?
Uh-huh.
That was so insightful.
Yes, Ryder, how can I help you?
Shit.
Hot
Oh, I have
Yes,
a story
I
for
see.
you earlier.
Oh, joyous days. Well, it seems like the There isn't much.
This is why I'm not
I
married.
think we're good. I think we're good.
This close to getting a combat model. Regardless, it seems like there's nothing else to be said. With that being the case, you are free to go and do as you please.
Thank you, ma'am.
That's
Cool, I'm
basically
gonna
it.
drink.
There isn't much more to talk about at the moment.
I'm gonna drink myself to death. That's what I'm gonna do.
Ryder, I gotta
You
say,
can't. You heal too fast.
nobody likes
Don't fall down the stairs.
hates me. It's all good.
No, he'll fall down the stairs.
So bad sandworms, right?
Burn? Not heard of this place
I'll explain
before.
it to you later. I'll explain it to you.
What happened? Wow, he actually liked it.
Skills different.
I see I've missed a fair bit.
I think he's gonna need another session with his
Not
therapist.
too much, actually. Miss Laluma called Membressa here to offer work, so to speak. For some work since
I see.
I see.
Good by me, it helps.
I actually don't aim at it from my family.
Baby Light has left the tower.
Actually, how did that
Where would
go?
they be?
Are you ready to go?
What can I try to code?
He's okay.
Here, he's gonna pick up the letter. It's got an address at the bottom because he doesn't know where he's going.
7
Archon burgers.
Yes, but did he ever leave? Did he go through the gate at all?
Hold that thing, that's yours.
No, not through the gate, but he did leave the tavern to empty his
Going
gun
in
merchandise
weather?
for
Okay.
serving coffee cheese.
We're not exactly weather
We need to
ready.
keep an eye on him. If he leaves through a
Well,
gate,
you're going up in the clouds.
I don't remember. We'll find
Don't
out.
hear you again.
Oh,
Yeah,
good.
but as Luma said,
Okay.
there will be a bit of
Nope, you
stormy
know where I'm
weather.
at, so.
You have to be careful.
Oh, if you think it's storm.
isn't that down there?
Wanna have a white set
No one's
meetup?
told
Where are you heading to this time, Atlas?
Can you pass?
Oh, I'm
out
going
the
to.
sensors?
It's important
It
to
was,
socialize, though. Just saying.
Was it? Was it?
Can you
Siren
pass
Song.
out the sensors, please?
Oh. Yeah, have fun with that one.
Since you gave the location.
I got the Sea of Clouds.
I can make sure they're
Don't talk
given
to
out
me
though.
like I'm
alright?
I got the
Strong
training
little
mist.
In
lighthouse.
the bar for everybody.
Been there before.
Wonderful,
It's in
thank you.
good shape last time I'd seen it. Doesn't look like it's gotten much better.
Good job on the
Yes,
prison name,
I
though.
have
Yeah,
yes.
there were stories of it being haunted a while ago. Seems like where someone drove off whatever was there, but
What's the big
You
wheel?
never know what else might come and
Was
take
that
its
something that they
place.
remembered from before?
This was so dilapidated.
exactly.
Apparently.
Leviathan,
No,
Don't-
I don't even know how that lighthouse even got there, to be honest.
Leviathan.
That's been there for who knows how long.
Quite a while.
With
Yeah.
me.
What was the? I mean, it's been so long. I haven't really seen it in ages. We're just hoping that this one doesn't come in contact with the whale. What the hell was the whale's name?
Well, if you
I
can
like
summon them,
Bismarck?
I do want to introduce
Bismarck.
my boyfriend voice.
You have fun with
It's
There
really
shouldn't
fun to
be.
socialize.
I guess.
It shouldn't be
You shouldn't have any issues with that.
Right,
If she feels like it.
Doesn't piss
Bismarck
Bismarck
beats
off.
out.
That's
That's
kinda nice.
fair.
sometimes
Yeah, just-
call them
It's good for
either
them, though.
Lena or Raven. But
They
it's just
shouldn't be giving you any trouble anymore, and if
Are
they
you sure you
do,
have everything
The
packed and
nicknames
ready
are
for your
constantly
trip to your
changing.
family?
Hi.
I think
Next
so,
name for
as
the
long as I
voice
have
is
much in
Rena
the
or
first
Raven.
place.
Oh, okay.
Hopefully I can get a
Besides,
weapon
Bismarck
one day,
necessarily
so I can
wouldn't
have a weapon
only
when I...
primarily
Oh, so
attack
they don't-
the
meaning you
outer
changed it,
islands,
or
not
they
the main
changed it?
islands, but then
Pick one
that
up
was
from
before he
the
got put in
cemetery.
check, so...
We'll find you one.
Oh gosh, man. Give them a
You should
full
be fine.
name. Just
I mean, if they do summon one,
At this point, just choose.
call us.
Well,
Call
they
us.
don't want me called the.
Besides, I'm gonna be in the
but
training
no-
mist, I'll be short
I know
distance
the
away.
actual
And I can
name.
take care of that pretty
prefer
quickly, I
not
think.
Alright. No
Say the
problem.
real name.
Why not?
Yeah, I'm going to Siren
Uh,
Song.
never
I
properly
mean,
introduced
down
myself.
with
Crystal
everyone.
Saberheart.
When you are heading out.
Sarai.
Oh,
got it.
they
Sarai
prefer not
Kaiseri.
to.
I
My
bet
pleasure
you
to
it's
meet you.
something like
I
Buttercup.
prefer
Pleasure.
not to. Okay. Well, give them a name or ask for a nickname.
Shall we?
I'll ask them what they
I suppose.
actually prefer.
This time
Let's
I
all make
would
a way
take
to
you to
go.
where you're supposed to go.
Though,
but
where are the
Mm.
sensors?
You're
They
going to the sky, I'm
downstairs
staying here.
again.
Oh,
Luma, where are the
might
sensors?
know where they're going. They were
map with the
looking at the
sensors
voice
this time?
and being summoned or whatever.
Where it might be going.
He's going to go prep them. He will have them
But
ready
he's
for
very
everyone at
friendly.
the bar.
Mm-hmm.
Ah,
Got it.
Okay.
simple
And
enough.
actually, I got my Dancer Soul Crystal with me just in case. You may never know if I need it.
I didn't get to talk to you all day.
Yes. Missed out on quite a few
I'm usually
unusual
stuck with Ninja,
conversations
but
in the bar.
sometimes I like to leave my Jinser
Aw,
in my
man!
pocket.
What'd I miss?
Whenever I need it.
Someone
so I
giving
can change
Ryder
back and forth.
food poisoning.
We're giving
going
Ryder
downstairs
actual
then, if you
food.
don't mind. Welcome to come along.
Still that thing you said yesterday. Right or promise. Talk to you later down there.
Take care, Lilima.
Yesterday, you mean like what? Okay.
Oh.
I'm just gonna go stay at the bar and watch Ryder make a fool of himself some more.
So, normal things, basically.
Yes, basically.
Hmm.
I had a very informative day today. And there's a lot of theories I want to test, but I'm not allowed to.
I mean, you could.
No.
It has to do with primals.
She can't.
And
Did you say you want to
Voidsent
mess with the
and-
primal?
No, I said I have a lot of theories that I would like to test, but I can't. I'm not allowed to. And then you said that, well, you
Oh.
can. I'm like, well, it involves primals and Voidsent and...
Fair. Exploring more into your summoning stuff.
Yes.
Hmm.
So trying to... What's the word? It's not enthrallment. Every time it comes down to it, I just can't remember the word.
Tempered. Like a blade.
Thank you.
Tempered.
I don't know why, but it always slips my
What does that mean?
I'm trying to figure out, can a void scent...
At least in regards
It's
to...
people who get mind controlled by primals.
Probably not.
I see. Tempered.
Say, like, understanding how tempering works.
It is
or,
not
like,
good.
will it either A, kill them...
Can imagine.
do nothing,
No,
or
generally
C,
you want to
well,
avoid being tempered.
Well, let's put it this way. It's more of a primal exerting its will.
Can we
over a
get a
person
status report on
to
Little
influence.
Light?
Not exactly.
What a line?
He is currently brooding over the sandworms. I have no idea where he is. I think he's drinking his life away. However, his healing is too
Incorrect.
fast.
Little Light is getting a life lesson in conversation skills.
Oh, I see.
He's down at the bar.
I'm trying to figure out either A, death, B, nothing, C, works.
I don't know. I don't think it's worth trying to find that one out.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I would love to know, but I can't exactly test that. What if it was like...
Yeah, because you'd have to actually summon an actual primal and not an actual Eji. And I'm pretty sure no one's gonna let you summon one.
Yeah, thanks. That's my Tuesday afternoon, after tea.
Quite against the idea.
Same.
Careful.
You don't just summon them for fun. Or for experimentation.
No, you don't. No, you really don't. Eshis are one thing, actual primals are another. And it never goes well for the one who summons it.
Listen, I finally got to rant about my reasons.
That's why I couldn't move. I was held hostage, Aster.
What do you mean?
Oh, you missed it. She said that she actually got to talk about her research.
Ryder something that wasn't cheesy.
I mean, that's why we were
He ate
talking about it.
actual
Like,
food.
vegetable.
Trying to get some clarification.
Yeah, but she went back
Several
more in-depthly
vegetables.
from the primal side.
Okay.
I see.
Right. Fair enough.
So, for
Yeah, and
instance, right,
also,
if you're close
personal
enough to
space.
them that you can feel their breath
But you
touching
goddamn heard me
you're
up
too
there.
close.
Okay, so about
Has
right
Ryder gone
there.
on
You were, I'm sure.
I'm
that's-
talking about up there when
That's
you were
decent
talking
enough,
about
right?
periodic,
Okay, let's do
every
so.
15
Never
minutes
mind.
walking around,
I was
going
like,
outside.
you said, I
Have
thought you
done
said,
that
like,
yet?
yesterday, and I'm like, what?
Not sure.
Well, you
No,
did in the
I said
morning.
Alright.
today.
Well,
All right.
how are you?
Hi. I'm Ryder.
I'm alright.
Adventurer.
Hmm.
What's your name?
Glad to hear
At
it.
a good distance.
Hello.
And you?
He got pulled back there.
Pleasure to meet
Well
you.
enough. Took a day or two to rest and recover after
I noticed that you have
the attack
thingy on
last
your
week.
back.
Since then, took care of some
That's
business.
fair.
Nothing particularly
I
interesting,
assume you're
I
referring
think.
to my guitar?
You know how these things are.
Uh-huh.
I
Days
see.
of rest
I
and days
see.
of extreme
Would you like a
exertion.
closer look?
I would love a closer look, please.
Guildmistress just asked me about void stuff.
How you manage your energy is important, I suppose.
I see.
Oh, what were you getting stuck up with?
That instrument
Haven't
is
seen you in a while.
Awesome.
Let's see.
Get a little closer to look at it, right?
Why, thank you.
Having to deal with a bunch of Charlian scholars, plus scholars from all over wanting to ask you about what you've done for your research.
Comments?
It's working.
Do you mean common?
Yes, common.
As the newly appointed Archon of Dynamis, that was to be expected, but it was still dreading.
Is, hey, you know what's a really good idea? Showing genuine interest
suppose
in
so.
the hobby. So you could ask something like,
Yeah.
"Oh, is this instrument really
Not that I
special?
don't
Can you
mind,
tell me
it's
about
just...
it?"
It was a lot.
Charisma lessons?
So,
Yes.
I'll get my headset.
that's what kept me for a while.
Excuse me, Miss Melodia.
Usual scholar stuff, but without the scholar part.
Am I not supposed
Or
to
I
do
guess
that?
technically it's included.
Very formal.
Yeah, yeah.
This is just a
It's just
casual
more of
conversation right now.
having to field endless
Miss Maloma,
questions about
yes, you would definitely say
how
Miss
I've proved
Maloma.
this, how
I've seen
do
the
I,
woman frown.
how did I
No, thank
test
you.
this, all of that fun
Terrifying.
things, and it's like,
Hmm.
thankfully I have ways of being able to do so, it's just, it's
Alright.
somewhat tedious, and repetitive.
I think it's quite
You told me when I first met you that you've learned like everything that you can in terms of like the other jobs and stuff. Does that include Reaper?
If it were possible,
I have dabbled in it.
is there a chance that I could hear you play it?
Oh,
I don't know.
What's your
okay,
void sense
let me
name?
let me
Oh,
clarify.
bro, you've been so nice.
Before
I'd
I
love to
get
play
to that,
you, too.
let me clarify a little bit. I don't know every profession that is out there. I know a good deal of them. I've trained a good deal of them. Now, there are a few that I do not know. Magic is my specialty. That is what I prefer. It's what I like to do. But to answer your question, let's see. I don't think I've ever asked it for its name.
so seems to be the trend.
I'll be honest, I don't particularly like dealing with it if I can help it, but it is useful.
Got your back.
Alright, please, may I hear you play?
Of course. I could try out a new song I haven't really played in public yet. I'm
Dabbling
so sorry
in the
for
void is
anyone
not
here's
very
glitchy static, by the way, but he's
pleasant
asking for it,
concept,
so
in my opinion.
I don't know what you want from me.
It's only unpleasant because people refuse to look outside of their own shallow worldview.
That's fair. And I'm not saying I have anything against Reapers, it's just, for me, it's...
Oh no, you can hate Reapers all you want.
No,
It's not the
I
Void
don't.
Sense fault that they exist.
I know this one.
It's just a little concerning is all for me. So, when I utilize that weaponry and its abilities, I exercise caution as best I
I knew
can.
I had to pick up on it.
Well, that's
What the fuck are you doing?
good to do. But it is the bare minimum. Ask your Void Sent their name. Just see what happens. Actually, try
If
to
I
have a
get the
dialogue.
I get the time during this coming week. I'll endeavor to do so and see what happens.
Okay.
This man is dancing like an NPC.
I want to see his Vanderbilt. He's a bum.
I got you, Luma.
But aside from that, not much else in my neck of the woods.
I was just shown that 2 weeks ago. First time.
I will say though, being able to go home and be with my wife has been wonderful for these past few days.
Congratulations to you.
Oh my god, I think I just saw a glint on his What the fuck?
How have you both been?
He's learning the way.
I've been alright.
He is.
I suppose I can echo the sentiment. After the attacks last week, I took a few days to rest and recover and took care of some business. Continuing to reach out to old acquaintances I've lost contact with. So to speak.
The music sounds really nice, though. It's
been nice, though. Catching up with
I
old
heard
friends.
a few reports of the attack that happened. I hope no one was too seriously injured.
Yeah, well, we've got people who cheat around, so everyone came out fine in the end.
People who cheat?
I believe I had heard mention of that when listening to the song.
You know, the magical stuff.
To catch what the song was. Okay.
It's not necessarily cheating, no, is it?
Don't understand what you mean.
Agree to disagree.
It's quite good.
Oh, no, I feel you.
Perhaps you would be willing to indulge me by explaining what you mean.
Now the Aorzean Circle. The Aorzean Circle, I'm doing it.
So at least for potions, you need to go out of your way to actually collect things. There's a time loss, an investment. Something that makes it finite. Whereas for magical healing, all you really need to do is stress a muscle every day, and then you can always do more and more and more. Until eventually, everything's meaningless. And on top of it, so too is your own accomplishments. Sure, your glory grows. But eventually everyone just looks at you as a cheat code to how to get out of their own poor decisions.
Would the
They
same
can be
not
reckless.
be said
It
for
doesn't
anyone
matter.
who uses a potion? They made a mistake.
Well, like I said, there is a time investment in that.
Is there
And
not a
you can
time
only grow
investment
so
in
much.
learning how to wield magic properly?
There is,
What is
but it's
happening?
infinite.
Ryder, where are you getting these dance moves?
It's infinite.
When it
to a
comes to
point.
The
making,
ancient primal known as Will Smith.
it's infinite to a point unless someone's morals get a bit screwy.
That's unfair. He knows a secret that we don't.
What do you mean by when someone's morals get screwy?
That was wonderful.
That was really good, though.
When the shortcut itself becomes a shortcut.
Quick round of applause.
Shortcut.
Yes.
Thank you.
You truly were
A shortcut becomes what?
A shortcut.
Man, it's so loud.
When the shortcut becomes a shortcut.
Oh, I know.
That is like
You'll
saying
forgive me.
bread is bread and water is water. If something is
You already know.
meant to be
I'm being genuinely
an
serious
easier
with
way
this.
of
I'm
accomplishing
being
a
confusing
task,
on purpose.
Thank you.
I am,
Point is,
I'm glad
but
to
I'm
see
trying
everyone
to
enjoyed it.
understand you as best I can, so as I don't misrepresent you in my mind.
You were doing something. Dancing.
Yes, that was dancing.
you're a weird one. But not in a bad way.
Yeah, I almost said never mind. But that was great.
Basically.
I know.
The only thing that people like white mages really need to get better are people who are hurt. It doesn't matter how they get them.
Glad to hear it. Thank you.
Hey, you're welcome, Melody.
I'm sure you can connect the dots.
You know what? For future preference, I would love to definitely sit down and.
You're insinuating that
What the fuck is
a white mage gets stronger due to them practicing their arts on others. How they others are injured is not necessarily a consequence so long as they get to practice. Am I understanding you correctly?
No, actually.
Correct.
On the jukebox that he had in his apartment, it did say twos.
It's an interesting statement to make,
Then
though you're
would
not
you not
entirely
argue
wrong.
that anyone else, say one who wields a sword, learns by hurting others?
Music still the same thing?
Indeed.
I've never heard
The same line of logic could be
could.
applied the same way in other professions.
How do you end the conversation? Tunes is kind of like slang.
I suppose that's fair.
Basically just saying
Scum can
music
exist in
or
any
just,
kind of
you
profession.
know,
Healers especially shouldn't be made exempt. Usually they're over-glorified as saints. People who can do no wrong.
I was going to say that it's usually the party tank that gets such glory, standing at the front line, taking blow after blow.
You would think.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Maybe we've just had different experiences.
I miss her greatly.
As someone who has traveled the width and breadth of this star as a variety of different professions, I have seen some who seek to only get better themselves by hurting others.
Again, I'm glad you enjoy.
I've seen those who seek to do good.
Thank you.
I've seen both sides of the coin. I've experienced both sides of the coin.
I'll also make sure next time I have
I've
more
seen it
songs,
from
I'll
all
let you know then.
sides.
I'll take you up on that offer.
But does that exempt from others doing
maybe you'll even have
harm
another
to others to get better themselves? No.
karaoke.
That's always going to happen. There are those who are always going to seek power by whatever means necessary. That's just a fact of life. But it is not fair to lump an entire profession into that.
Anyone who sees a soldier sees a killer. People do it all the time. Just not to healers.
You're not wrong. We are always villains in someone's story.
I will say this much. At least, when a killer kills you, it's over.
Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry, I can't repeat that overtime. I did not hear.
I said,
That
please,
doesn't
if you could prove us all wrong with our musical elegancy, with your beautiful music, please do
And
so.
that makes them worse.
I could.
It is a cruel thing, yes.
This is a bit too funny. I don't want to take away from that.
Anyone who
Perhaps next
misuses
time.
white magics in such a way should be stopped.
But it is not fair to say that every healer does that.
I didn't say that they did. Just they haven't yet.
That's also not fair to say that they still will. You do not know that.
Interesting.
Nor can you
People
make that
always
statement.
say to people who hold a sword, you'll kill someone someday. It doesn't matter how much you train otherwise. You will kill someone because eventually you'll be given no choice.
Yes, but
Why is it that
to
people don't do the
resurrect
same
an
for that?
enemy, just to murder them again, destroy them,
It was a cheesy bacon.
that is a choice, not an inevitability.
Be calm with your introduction.
It's what makes it such an
All it takes
vile
is
and evil
someone to
thing.
give someone enough.
Introduce very simple things like compliment both their appearance and something about them, like a trait.
But
For
everyone
instance, right?
can give in to hatred again. It is a
Machinist, right?
choice,
Cool question
not an
would be,
inevitability.
I don't really know a whole lot about a lot of the techniques that machinists use.
You know, with
Can you tell
every
me
other
about
kind of subject,
something like
people
that,
say
right?
differently.
Oh, and what
It's
do they
only
say?
healers, ever healers, that are ever given the exemption because people can't conceive the notion that someone would do
Perhaps
that.
because the majority of people who take the time to practice such art, something that is not as self-seeking as
Thank you for saying
others,
my full name, but still, got it.
they tend to be the ones who are the most willing to sacrifice themselves.
That's a bit too formal.
Tend to be, of course.
Thank you.
Not all.
No,
There are
get it.
certainly
There
a
are
number of
exceptions to
selfish
that rule.
conjurers
Means a lot.
out there, those who pick up the art and practice it for coin or for glory.
See this? Communication. See how you're doing
But to
that?
condemn
You
all
sage who did that.
You're doing good right
here
there.
is
He's learning the ways.
It only took him 40 years.
I knew a sage. He did something very similar to what you're describing.
I keep hearing it. Stop that.
A Charlene scholar, practitioner of the sage arts,
There you go.
would go around posing as a healer, claiming to be able to heal people of various ailments. Or coin.
A bit more
Or
passive
other
than
such
active, but yeah. Good on you, buddy.
Turns out he was very much not doing that. Oh sure, he put up the front, he put up the face. When you looked deeper, and when people finally did look deeper, he was doing something much worse. Those he was taking under his care for treatment was found to be torturing, experimenting,
Hey. The beauty of charisma
utilizing them for his own gain. Whatever purpose it was, who knows? The only reason he was brought to light is because one such individual was part of that and escaped.
Yes?
Got the eye of another sage who couldn't believe that there was another Australian scholar sage that could do such. They thought it was impossible, improbable, and yet the evidence kept piling up for them.
Not that close.
More and more things started piecing together. Till finally, 2 other friends of the escapee were found,
There you go.
sharing their side of the story.
Alright, and Luma, listen to me.
Until, at long last, the other sage could no longer deny it. She admitted that there was
Every person's different, Ryder.
an evil that had taken root, an evil that needed to be excised. And so together, they confronted this scholar, the one who had been doing this experimentation.
I should not have spoken to you that way.
He gleefully admitted everything. He boasted that he sought power, that he wanted to rise above all. He believed that he was in the right, that his abilities netted him respect and admiration.
Just work around the boundary.
He was laid low. His deeds were stopped. Those who had been suffering under him could finally know peace.
They're just impairing you. Don't be a pussy, but don't demand shit. Just be assertive.
Okay, got it. Okay. Alright, talk on my chest.
No one is infallible. There are always going to be people in this world who will seek power by any means necessary. Doesn't mean that everyone will fall to that temptation.
Alright, sorry. I lose confidence easily, you know, it's hard.
I've noticed.
You're right. You know what?
We look for darkness.
All you've really done
You're right. Hold on a second. Hold on a second.
Then all we will find is
is just prove to me that other people will do it.
Why are you standing?
So I guess white mages aren't the only perfect scum out
Stand
there.
right there.
It's all healers. Thanks for that.
Tie this around your leg.
You can choose what you want to believe.
It's just gonna trip. You're gonna trip, man.
One bad apple in a bunch does not mean the whole bunch is bad.
Also, I'm gonna stay right here. I'm going to be
I
your
suppose you and I disagree.
supportive wall.
Indeed.
Keep trying.
But that is the way of things.
Until they tell you to go away, keep trying.
Okay.
One word.
We each have our own
If you feel
opinions.
uncomfortable at
We each
any
have our
point,
own
please
experiences. We've seen things that the other may not have, and perhaps never will.
Why is your day been shit?
Your opinions are your own, and that I can respect.
Wow. Damn.
But I will still say that it is not fair to group every healer
I'm sorry.
under that umbrella, that they will fall to search for power by tormenting others.
At this point, you would ask,
Will it happen? Certainly.
would you like me to go away? Or would you
But
like
not
me to
every
stop?
single one of them will do that.
Would you like me to go away? Would you like me to stop?
You see, the difference is between you and I
You don't care that much.
is that it's the chance that is enough.
Damn. Okay, you're looking at me. Okay, so
There is a chance of darkness in every soul. Is there not?
Okay, so at this point, right, this is where
Sure.
earnest and honesty come from.
But it's a
right?
distinct
you're really good at,
difference
right? You
in
would
what
then
that
say something
darkness
like,
can
Like
attain.
the first dungeon, and then the second dungeon is like the end game.
No one should have to be made to suffer that
That's
long.
kind of been coming out from me trying to talk to you. You seem genuinely interesting, and I actually want to have a conversation with you.
I've been meaning to
But
wonder
I have
why.
difficulty with it. If
Why are
work
you so
with me,
While this
adamant?
conversation's going, I can't help but imagine duty commence just very
Something
right
you
above them.
experienced yourself personally.
Okay,
Would you like
try
to
something
be
very
difficulty?
genuine.
Who knows?
Okay. You got this.
Don't look down.
I'm really trying.
I know. I'm sorry.
We all have our secrets, okay?
Call it a day. He needs to work himself up. It don't go straight to the bottom.
You've been someone that I've known for quite some time, and I wish to have a conversation.
I've always had really nice
Why
talks
does
with
it sound
you.
like you smoked cigarettes for the past 10 years? Are you going to talk to me normally, or are you going to use that stage voice?
It's my natural voice.
In that regard, how is your training been going, Aster, with the Lord of Sage?
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is.
Been unable to
I
make
don't even
progress.
fucking you.
Why is that?
Alright, fine.
I haven't been able to properly attune
But
to
I
the
do want to have
weapons.
a conversation with you nonetheless.
They resist, in a way. Strange.
I just want to know how your day is going. Just want to know how your day is going.
I'm tired.
Okay.
Perhaps if we get some time,
Is there any way
perhaps I can sit down with you.
that I can make your day better as a friend?
Maybe see if I can give you some pointers.
Perhaps. I had initially considered traveling to Chivania, actually. I am aware that Idleshire is there, and I thought perhaps I might be able to find someone there. Or perhaps some old dusty tomes or something left behind.
I don't know many sages, if any, in Idleshire. Though there was one a while back who was staying there for a time. I'm not sure if she's moved on in the recent months.
You've helped me on more than one occasion.
Might be worth a trip, though,
I'm not trying
with
to breathe on you. Look.
regards to Lady Laluma's request. I'll also be traveling to the edges of Kiribania. My first time there.
Look.
There we go.
Never traveled beyond the wall, at least not.
Definitely help you with the sandworms.
It's an interesting sight, to say the least. Very much a juxtaposition from the Shroud to Kiribania.
At the end of the day, I do want to see my good friend smile.
So I've heard, speaking
Because
with
you work hard for us.
refugees on occasion from Little Alamigo.
My good friend.
A number of them would speak of their lands, and their beauty, but
I don't know,
in their
familiar, casual, then
inhospitability.
Luma, our friendship
In
is more than a
hospitality.
title.
I know what you mean.
Oh, you're back to the fake.
This conversation with Niche
I'm gonna
has maybe
I'm gonna
Get him out of there.
busted us.
I'm gonna untie this. Look.
I don't blame you.
She was purposely being very difficult.
As someone
but
who
you
also practiced and mastered
adapted,
the arts of
and
healing,
You.
I understand where they're coming from, but at the same time, it is
Exploited.
It's not even that bothers me. Someone could hate me for being a white mage, and it wouldn't bother me so much. It's
Yeah,
more
but I
that
don't think this is a problem you can fix.
there is a
No.
certain
You.
darkness who is so tainted by his pain, his experience, his anger at the world.
Get him out of there.
To see someone so pain, I suppose it just makes me sad. I wish I could do more.
No, Luma, I'm not that.
Get him out. Get him out.
No, I don't laugh at you.
There was a ship.
And now I'm laughed
It was very small and it sank a long time ago.
I need to get away from that loudness. It's getting a little hard to think.
That I can understand.
There was a couple of planks of wood in the cloth.
These lands are far
Let me ask you this.
noisier.
Let me ask you this, Aster. If an opportunity presented itself to you, one that promised powers beyond your imagination, that you could be the strongest white mage in all of Eorzea, would you do it?
I don't know. I suppose it would really depend on the circumstances.
Indeed.
Before I had my accident, I wasn't exactly famous, but I was well known for my skill in my practice. Why they would entrust combating trials against these primals. Things got bad. But truthfully, I suppose it was
Baby Light has exited the bar. Baby Light has exited the bar.
the journey to that point that meant more to me. Spending the centuries I did in Orford and finding myself stagnating, after the calamity, seeing more of the world, I suppose it finally meant something. I didn't want to become better just to help my people or to sate my own curiosities. I wanted to help others, strangers, people I didn't know, to do truly good deeds for the sake of doing them. I suppose. But there is some truth in Nisha's words. I know if that day on the bridge, if I had had the power to save their lives and my own, I suppose I would have taken it. To try to push through the exhaustion. Keep my fear at bay.
Or could you do it knowing that there was a cost attached?
I don't regret what happened. If the cost was losing 8 years of my life to make certain that others could continue to live, then without a doubt.
I guess. Let me ask this then from the perspective of what I've learned from Niche so far. If you had the power to save them, but it came at the cost that as soon as you did so, many more around you would immediately keel over in pain, crying out for help. Hurt, injured, maybe even dead.
And what
would that be worth it to you?
I could
Is that
not
a power that you
ask
want
them
to
to make such a sacrifice. Not without knowing, at least. If I am to give up my life for others, that is one thing, but to give up the lives of others, not knowing whether or not they are willing to make such a sacrifice, seems wrong. It is not my life to give, not mine to take. And though my hope would be that they would, as in many cases we are asked to give so others may live, sacrifice parts of ourselves. I know that it's not the way of some people.
And this is how I know you have a good heart, Aster.
I've never had such a doubt. But it still pains me.
Nor did I suspect you of it. I ask because it helps to put in perspective what Nisha is saying. To me, something has happened to them. Something very painful, something very dark has happened to them.
Yes.
You don't gain a hate like that just by...
Attention, rescue party. We need an immediate rescue party. Ryder has exited the city gates.
That is a hate. That is a...
Wait, no,
pain
guys.
that
I
is
think he
being
just needs. I think he genuinely just. I think it'd be good just to let him have his walk.
To lump all healers, to lump white mages, conjurers, sages, scholars, arcanists, all into one. Astrologians, even. You don't do that without something happening.
No.
What it is, I do not know. Nor will I pry into that. Not unless they choose
I
to
would
give
not
that
speak
answer.
on it, as it is not my secret to tell.
Nor would I expect you to. Hence why I told them we all have secrets.
What pains me is that darkness in his heart. His anger, his pain. There is truth, for certain, to some of what he says. That there are flaws everywhere. But if you look at those flaws and focus on them, those flaws are all you will see. You will never see the good.
Exactly.
He speaks of a friend he lost when he was young. I believe you're familiar with our ways, our people.
Yes.
There is truth that, yes, segmenting our society, our peoples, so arbitrarily, as some might say, without fully understanding the context of these decisions, these choices. Yes, they seem cruel. There is a necessity behind these things. I lost friends as well. People I grew up with in those most young of my years.
We've all lost
kid
people,
too.
Master.
That is what I wish he would see. So everyone is in pain, in one way or another. It is by standing together and trying to lift each other up. Not seeing the darkness, looking for the light, searching for those truly good people, protecting them.
Yeah. Perhaps
Protecting
one
the
day
light.
he will see that.
Maybe. It is my
But
hope.
that's a decision he has to come to.
I have resolved myself, at the very least, to show him, through action. I know my words will not reach him. He will simply use them against me.
I noticed.
To be the...
I've also noticed that he twists the words to his own benefit.
Yes. It is an unfortunate part of his nature, but one that I do not blame.
No. It's who he is. It's what he's learned. It's what he's become. You don't change that in an instant.
Yes. An unfortunate side effect, I believe from his training in his earliest of years. Being isolated, I find, does not do well to suit one's social skills, nor being able to necessarily empathize so much with others. To see that light.
The one thing I will say at least is you cannot stress too much about it.
I try not to.
Whatever.
No matter how much his
whatever he
words
chooses
sting.
to do. I know.
To be a
Trust
loyal
me,
friend.
they affect me too.
Where he has lacked one, unfortunately. That is my goal. Be the
Remind me of
one who
a
denies his
story.
expectations.
A story perhaps for another time, but it reminds me of a story. Speaking of which, it has been some time since we've actually gotten to sit down and just talk.
It's been with the consistency of the attacks these past few weeks and everything else in between, it has been difficult to catch up. It's nice. I thank you.
It has.
Taking the time to console me and ask me such questions. I find being able to voice my thoughts helps me to solidify them in my mind. So thank you.
It's helpful, for sure. Of course. We are but what the experiences we go through, the choices we make in life.
That I can agree on.
Mm-hmm. Was that to us?
No. One moment.
We're going out for food if you two want to come along.
I think I'm fine, but may I ask, who were you speaking to just a moment ago?
Oh, someone was on the roof.
Oh?
So I was just seeing if they wanted to,
Who was?
I think it might have been niche. I don't. They have a scythe, so it's one of 4 people, and I'm standing here right now. So.
Thank you. That doesn't surprise me. Listening, I'm sure.
Have a good one.
I'd be more impressed if they could actually hear us from through that, to be fair.
You would be surprised. Some would joke about it in Limsa, but some of us do tend to be quite good listeners.
Indeed. I am one such.
I had a sneaking suspicion he might try to listen in.
I did too. But perhaps it might just do the power of good.
Maybe.
But we shall see.
Son, one says not to one's face, but in confidence to another sometimes can speak more to their proclivities, if you will, but I don't know.
Let us not dwell on it for now.
Oh.
What other things have you gotten up to since the last we've gotten to speak? And I don't mean by going out and doing the various tasks or the fighting. What other things have brought you joy recently?
Joy? Well, slowly recovering my supply of materials, reagents, and such. I quite enjoy it. It's relaxing to be able to make things for people, whether they be for coin or for the simple joy of creating them, helping someone. That being said, how long have you known Sir Ryder, I might ask?
A while.
Has his
A while.
dietary preferences and habits been so poor for the entirety of the time you have known him?
For the most part, yeah.
I see.
Though that being said, he does work to take care of himself. He often will put on a face when out and about with people he doesn't really know, or just does so because it feels like it.
I figured as much. Only because I can only imagine the amount of pressure he goes through. Being someone of such stature and renowned. Someone even such as myself knows who he is by word of his deeds alone.
It is a lot of pressure.
That being said, to what I meant to say before, eating the same thing day in and day out, 6 times a day if he is to be believed by his words. I might have done a bit of cooking for him today. And
how did that go?
Well, he seemed to enjoy it so much that he asked if he could pay me to continue making food for him, or at the very least,
careful with that.
Handling. Yes, I'm a bit concerned about a number of things. Firstly, I don't know what his preferences are outside of cheese-covered meats and breads.
But Ryder will pretty much eat just about anything.
The other thing is the ingredients. He has offered to potentially gather them himself, though I do not know if he knows where to find quality supplies.
You would be surprised on some occasions, but
The other thing is,
no.
Being known as the Warrior of Light's personal chef is not really on my list of things I would like to be known for. I'm
indeed, and I would make
all
sure
things considered
that you
a relatively
put down on
private individual. I do not like to be bothered if I can avoid it.
And that's why as soon as I heard you say that he said that, yeah, that rings.
Instead, I do not mind cooking for him on occasion. I do enjoy the act of cooking. It's fun. Able to make something
It's
to
more
nourish
so
one's
if you
body.
want to. It's more so if you we were out and about and you wanted to prepare a meal or something like that. It's not a daily occurrence type thing. Unless, of course, we were traveling great distances, in which case, then, that might be a little different. But if we're in locations of, where it's easy to access to get foods and such, that would be where I would be concerned.
Regardless, things have been well enough. After the attack last week, needed a few days to rest
I
and
heard.
recover. I pushed myself quite far.
I heard about it. I wish I could have been there to help, but unfortunately I was called away on business.
Certainly could have
Business
well
I could not
appreciated
ignore.
your assistance in the matter, though. We managed well enough. I don't believe anyone perished, though there were quite a few severe injuries, especially among the guards. Thankfully, we had a number of healers on hand. Though I am a bit concerned, as Niche has a specific preference not to be healed for reasons I'm sure you can imagine. Based on our earlier conversation. And I believe someone did cast a spell upon him, healing his wounds. I've taken to supplying him with a number of potions as I can prepare them, but I can't
There is going to
exactly
come a point.
be there all the time to stop people from healing him.
No. And you shouldn't take it upon yourself to do so. This is something that Niche is gonna have to learn. Yes, you can refuse healing magics all you want. There's going to come to a point where they may get injured, and the only course of treatment is to use healing magic. Or else they'll perish.
I think you would
There's
rather
only so
perish.
much those potions can do.
His hatred is so.
Then that is it.
And
I know. That is his choice, though.
it is.
We cannot force that upon him. Nor
Though
can
it
we
pains me
keep an
to
eye on
admit
him.
it.
I know. It's never easy.
No. I can supply him with potions for a time. Make certain he's well stocked and has what he needs. But if something ever truly goes wrong, I don't know. Is the right thing to do simply to allow him to die? All things considered, I do see him as a friend, and I would hate to see him go, but I would also hate to disrespect his wishes.
To know the pain of knowing you could have helped him but didn't.
Knowing that it
Or
was
that you
well
did,
within my power.
and he will hate you.
Exactly. Yes. Precisely so.
On one end, you would watch him fall. The other, you would watch him live, but knowing that the next time that you meet, it would not be favorable at all. There is no easy answer.
Yeah.
And if that day comes, follow your heart. Let your heart tell you what to do.
My heart says to abide by his wishes. Though I know it would not
May
make me
say that
happy.
now.
He would not be
May
the
say
first friend
that
I have
now.
lost over the years. But I fear he would be one of the more painful. Though I have not known him long. He is different. I think, if anything, his constant remarks and how he believes that I will fall one day, as he likes to put it, only strengthens my resolve to hold fast. I am a bit stubborn when I wish to be.
I understand that all too well.
One has to be when you're fighting
A little bit of the
primals.
same.
Unwilling to give ground. Unwilling to give up and fall.
Fight to the end.
Exactly.
I've done that many times. We shall see what happens when that day comes. But until then, let the two of us work together to prove him wrong.
Being healed? Being revived isn't actually bringing someone back from the dead. Whenever someone goes down, they actually gain a condition called fading. And they have about a minute or two to be revived before they're permanently dead, if I recall correctly. I believe Sir Ryder and a bunch of the others decided to travel to Ishgard.
That's not surprising of them. I don't plan to go over there. Not right now. My first order of business would be to go and get this sensor done.
And I will as well, though I am a bit worried, having never been to Erebania. I've heard of the Veladonia River. I was told it was just beyond the wall, but I don't know much else beyond this.
Would you like me to guide you?
If you would.
I'd be happy to.
I would appreciate the company either way, just in case anything out there gets a bit dicey. The roads less traveled, or at least unfamiliar, tend to be the most dangerous. And
the Grand Company has, for the most part, kept that area, at least, relatively safe, but yes.
I wonder if I could inquire with the Twin Adders for a map. Should probably return to Gridania anyways. We'll need to find a suitable place to stay for the evening. It's been nice returning to Gridania, though. Quite liked my time there before I started living elsewhere. Takes me back.
A beautiful place indeed. I have 2 homes, technically.
I believe
My
you've
home
mentioned this
in
before.
Shirogane.
Yes.
Shirogane and Charlian. Charlian for obvious reasons.
I never personally traveled to Kurogane, as leaving the forests was forbidden.
Perhaps I will invite you over.
Maybe. Hopefully soon I will have the strength to make such long voyages, though I fear traveling to Kurogane could take quite some time.
This is where I would say, if you wanted to travel to Kugane, you would simply take the Aetherite.
Well, I would say so if I had ever been there.
Indeed. So, in that regard,
I don't suppose...
perhaps instead of taking a ship, could pull a small favor from Sid. Take the airship over.
That might be faster than going by boat. My first instinct
much
was
so.
to wonder whether or not there was a boat that travels there from Limsa or perhaps Gridania. Traveling here from Damascus at the time, when I left, authored for the first time, I think it was several days. No, it was at least more than a 7-day, but... The days began to string together after the first 2 or 3. Being on a boat does not suit me well.
There are ships from Limsa that do sail to Kugane and to Charlian both. So,
Old Charlian?
yes, to Old Charlian. I simply just call it Charlian. It's easier that way.
I suppose it makes more sense. Considering...
to each their own. You will
New
hear
Charlian has seemingly been renamed to Idleshire, so I'm told.
It has, yes.
Which reminds me, Sir Ryder was also offering to travel there with me. I've never actually been to Javania. He mentioned the presence of a large metal machine, a primal by the name of Alexander. He says it seems to be frozen in some sort of bubble. He was telling me about it, though rather incoherently at the time.
Yes, it is a primal known as Alexander. That's a story for another time.
I shall look forward to it. I suppose, despite the danger that they pose, I find primals to be fascinating. They are our will made manifest, and that Aether could take such a shape. It is both something miraculous and supremely terrifying.
Very much so.
Fighting against them is about the same. Never have I lived with such energy in my heart, while also being so afraid.
The thrill of fighting a creature so powerful, yet terrifies you and excites you all the same.
Precisely.
Yeah, I know that. I fought my fair share of primals.
I wish to hear more of them then, perhaps. I'm told
Perhaps
that
I
the
can tell you
grand
a few
companies
stories
have
about ones that you don't know.
brought most of the different beast tribes and such under their reign to make certain that they stop summoning them so constantly. And it makes me
So
wonder
much
if
under their reign.
making certain
so
they are
alliance.
unable to do so. Oh, I'm been told about the Alliance, but more that the different beast tribes have long been their own entities, I suppose, in a political sense, but watching over them and reducing the threat that they pose by limiting the amount of crystals that they can so easily obtain and take for themselves.
It also helps when the grand companies have found a way to free those tempered.
Really? They did? This I had not heard of.
Arduous task. But a way has been found. So it is not so much more of a threat of the beast tribes summoning. It's more of those of the remainder still following I say traditions in quotations.
I understand.
But
I suppose this
for
does
the most part, it
bring up
is
a question I have been pondering, but too afraid to ask. Before the accident and all of this, I never truly understood why I was never tempered and enthralled by these primals. Until someone mentioned something called the Echo. My first visit here, meeting yourselves, the writer, and the others, they spoke of this power and mentioned that it gives them the ability to resist primals, and that if I possess the ability to resist them, this may indicate that this echo is something that I also possess unknowingly, though it might be.
It's quite possible.
Is there
As
any
you said, you have
further
stood
insight you
your
could
ground.
provide?
Yes.
Or is this another story for another time?
You know me too well.
Very well. We'll wait.
This is a long story, though.
Hmm.
So,
I suppose
it'd
I
be
will.
prudent if we have time to sit down together and
And I
listen
wish
to
not
it
to
in
keep
its
you.
entirety.
But I would be interested to know more when that time comes.
Of course. I would be happy to share it with you.
And I to listen.
Well then. I have to go up to the churning mists.
Good luck.
Would you like to accompany me? And then together we can... Well, we can go about to the fringes together? Or would you like me to meet you over at the Baelsar's wall? And we can travel to the fringes together that way.
I suppose I've never been there, but if you're willing, I wouldn't mind.
Well, if you want to travel with me, I would not be opposed for the company. I do so much enjoy travel with company, after all.
As do I.
It is... makes things so much better. That being said, I'll probably have to ask for some help from a few... A few of the dragons up in the churning mists. The island that Luluma wants me to go to is...
You know dragons?
Very far off.
Oh. I suppose it's not particularly surprising, but after hearing all the stories at the end of the Dragon Song War, I suppose it only makes sense that some are at least amicable. And heard that apparently
Let's
one
see
saved
if
a
I
child.
can find...
Where in Ishgard? I forget what they said its name was. Apparently, what?
The one that landed in Ishgard?
Yes, they said something about there being a bit of a coup some years back.
Oh, a coup with what?
Oh, that one. Vidofnir.
Supposedly people within the, clergy, I believe. What do they call themselves? The Holy See?
The Holy See, yes.
Yes, something about a number of them revolting after the Dragon Song War was ended. And apparently a child was threatened and thrown off a building.
Oh.
That's how the story goes, and
yes,
the child was saved by the daughter of Preisvelger. Vidofnir.
That's right.
That being said, I might see if I can find Hraesvelgur's son.
Oh?
See if I can get his aid to get over to that island.
Might be helpful.
All right, that is hard end. Please finish up your scenes, and I hope you all had a good time.
See if we can find some help, and then we can make quick work of this one. Besides, it'd be nice for you to see the mists.
It'd be nice to see them with my own eyes.
It's very unique, let's put it that way. Being a little sneaky little get. Was that you with your mic crackling, by the way, or was that Bibis?
No, that's
I was there, I don't know if it was my mic
the
crackling.
mic crackling. That's just
That would've-
global.
okay.
That's
That was
global.
me.
No, that's
Oh,
that's
it's global,
I think it
but
was
I
from.
was here.
No, that's
Yeah, I know
I've
you
been
were
yeah,
there,
it's
yeah.
been happening the entire time. No, it happens all
Has
the
it?
time. Yeah, it happens
Oh.
constantly
No.
throughout the session.
That was the first I've heard it.
No.
That's first for me.
Ray,
I've not
you're
heard
just
it
being
since.
ignored.
I am being ignored. What the fuck is this?
Hi.
Hi.
Being said, the moment we
Hello.
sat down, I was like, I bet Niche is
How
gonna
are
be sitting
you?
outside the door listening.
Yeah,
like
I
a
was
little fucking
expecting it. I
goblin,
was
because I know
expecting it.
this boy.
My body.
They had a
I
brief
was
panic
100%
attack by
expecting
themselves,
it.
and they're like, okay, now I'm gonna go back and find. Where'd they go? Where'd they? Oh, they're talking about me.
Yeah, I gotta listen.
Yep. Yeah, yeah. I'm very curious to hear what Niche thought of that. I'm gonna probably listen to your VOD on that one.
Hello, I'm gonna be your parent.
They
If you
didn't
voice
say
any
anything in
opinions.
their head, but they said a lot in the
I know
conversation they
you're
had
trying to
with
do
the guy
something
after
for
as a
Ryder.
front.
Hmm?
Cool.
But I know you were trying to be
Because
so
I was,
sweet to
my
Ryder,
cat
but
was
I
having
had
hard
a sandwich to
time
make.
hearing, and I didn't want it to
Damn right, as I
Yeah,
should.
them to actually miss it.
Oh God.
I'm ready.
But yeah, no, it's you can get a lot in the facial
Not gonna lie, I should
expressions
probably
or
actually head up, though.
in the conversation they had with Soren if he gets over here.
Alright.
Where he is.
Y'all have a good night. I'm heading off.
There he
This
is.
is
He talked
See ya.
to this one and was very
This boy.
edgy about it.
I was edgy or you were edgy about it?
Alright, cause you
I was
asked.
edgy.
You fucking asked for this
Okay.
unit. Alright.
It was a good conversation. I enjoyed it.
Oh yeah, no, I loved it.
Yeah.
Small.
Yeah.
Small.
Yeah. Small.
On one
The
hand, though,
shortening will begin.
she didn't dish the secret, so
Not
that's
happening.
That's perfectly fine. Well, you just got sent flying.
Now, just so you can.
You really do need to put like a contact on that to have the frying pan song.
Maybe. I'll see what I can do.
Thank you, Mitty.
Hell yeah.
I love you, Mitty. I love you.
My turn.
Avoid hugs.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love she.
I know that you asked me like I think it was 2
Oh.
times about my void username. Like, like
I know what I was gonna. I know what name I'll give it for Sarai, because like Sarai rarely touches her Reaper. She rarely touches it.
yeah. The thing is,
it'll be
I'm
Aurora.
also, I was gonna say.
I'm waiting for there to be a
I didn't
Reaper.
get the chance to fully like say why I
Whose
didn't
voice
want
sent
to.
his just
because
named something like
it's pretty
Buttercup.
much bad
Put a little
memories
bit
for
salt,
him.
a little bit of
for
pepper.
him.
Like,
No, yeah, I get
So-
you.
yeah.
That's why he just
I'm
constantly gives him
waiting.
like random nicknames.
I'm actually glad. I think I got this like the perfect fucking
He
height.
doesn't say one nickname to another.
You
He
really
doesn't
did.
say. Looks
Hold
good.
on, wait a
No,
minute.
that's fair.
Grab.
That-
Get in
it's
there.
never done. It's
I still need to
Get in the
play,
furnace.
Oh, I actually haven't
Final
checked how this
Fantasy
looks.
So I can understand everything.
I took just a little bit of time to make the inside have like a little
Earlier, before you got there.
bit of
It looks really good. Oh my god, that's
glowies.
terrifying.
Stuff inside?
Niche was like so upset
Yeah.
that this one didn't.
Yeah.
It looks really good.
Yeah.
It's like, there's a reason.
Can't believe you killed me.
It's super simple.
There's reasons that he doesn't. He's,
Oh my god.
why he doesn't want to share his voice in
Little guy in
Spanish.
there.
Christ.
That shit.
Demons.
Hi, I'm
I
very,
would also like to
I'm
say I
very
still
good at
have a blog
gremlin-esque voices.
So I don't know if I touched on anything.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, just
you get to
fucking
see
go
her
for it.
her new hair toggle now.
It's gonna be fun. You're gonna have
That's
fun
what I was
time.
gonna say. I
Oh!
was gonna say, like, why are you bringing up post
pretty
stuff?
lady.
Like, what?
Done post.
Oh, you want to see something even more fun?
Still 13.
I have another toggle on her.
But still, the 13th were brought up.
What?
Yeah, the 13th is lore before the post quests.
Yeah.
Look at her dress.
So I already knew about that. I haven't done post and
Oh.
yet. So
Where's the rest of it?
everything I
But
brought
I
up
knew
is just
that
my thought
when she was
process.
talking
How'd you
about
get it
that,
only on your?
nuance,
Oh, there
I
it
just
is.
Went with it.
Does it only appear on the
Blood.
dress or?
So it's a 50-50 toggle. So if I put the wheel to halfway, it's only on the dress. If I go past
Why only the
50%,
dress,
then it starts doing it on her.
I went through the void arc. Like,
Because of that's how she did it.
Did I help you?
Also,
run
hold on.
Void Arc?
Let me move your hand.
I think I did.
Yes, you did. But yeah, I still haven't.
Did they take time to make an extra normal map to make the blood raised?
Thought process. So I don't know if that touched
Probably.
on, you know.
Oh my god, that is so fucking extra and really.
You're gonna have fun at the post quest.
I'm wondering what
Sophie.
what your fucking well, yeah, but I'm also wondering what your texture memory looks like. Oh, that's not awful. 76 megabytes. It's not gonna leave a lot of room for other stuff, but kind of worth it.
Mhm.
All I know is I'm going into the Forbidden Soup.
So I do
Yeah.
mine like really flat because I
Going in the Forbidden
don't
Soup.
raise it.
However,
I can always ask her about that too when I see her next. I'm gonna try and sit down with her.
I just make it look
because there's a few more things.
wet.
Yeah. Well, because you know what her biggest thing is that she has, so it kind of makes sense for her to have like more of it.
I made
More blood?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
It's
well.
her.
No,
It's her.
I mean, it being
one
raised doesn't
weakness thing.
necessarily mean more blood. It just more accurate because
Mm.
blood pools and. I would think it would
Yeah.
be flat because blood smears and it forms a thin layer before dripping off.
Mm-hmm.
So
I can
like
always
that
ask
blood
her
should
about
be
it.
like falling out of your hands and dripping.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like that's like
I
the
can ask
freshest
her
of the
about it.
fresh.
The open jacket.
Yeah. Well, it makes sense for the kind of. It's like the thing is though too. It's like you know she's like kind of like
I'm gonna do the same thing.
covering her wounds and such.
But yeah.
The example one that I did.
The one thing that I need to have her do is see if she can make it so it goes on the claws itself, because you know bloodied claws makes absolute fucking sense. So.
Maybe we have a problem.
Yeah.
So
The
I
thing
can't wait for my
is, like,
center
with
of
my
balance to be
stuff,
thrown off.
I have a
That looks so
hood
good
with my
though.
gear
That looks real
as a
good.
Reaper,
You know what's really
so-
funny? This smoke.
The thing is, since we're not doing any combat stuff, you won't need that.
This smoke is actually the smoke that I made for warp.
Yeah, I normally
And the custom
switch
shader that I
God.
built for
on and
warp
off
to
during
so that way it interacts
yeah.
with real-time lighting and like the color of real-time lighting better.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
That's cool.
But
I was able to reuse it.
And be put in lawless because
Hell yeah, we love
the
that.
shape of it will have to change dependence.
And then I have
Ponytail's adorable.
the Hand King's
Ponytail's
fry
beautiful,
pan.
Ears pointed out. So for the best.
Yeah, you need a contact on that, so like when you bonk someone's contact model, you just hear that bong.
I want to get other sound effects, but the problem is I don't know where to get sound effects from Final Fantasy without like just having to go in and manually collect them myself.
I don't know actually.
Yeah, I don't know where a good place to
Um,
get all the sound files is.
Ask Morph.
Mm-hmm.
Ask
Morph
Morph.
now?
I think so because he's gonna try and get some for Sarai for her combat, which I need to poke him about and make sure that that's almost done.
How do you do, gamer?
Yeah. Photo.
It go good. MIDI.
I'll take a photo of the model I have that I made for the boy.
The little flailing of the arms, that's cute.
Yeah, it's just, it has like, every single one goes.
Itself, it's different because he's Makoto.
That's funny as shit.
It's changed the race in here. Is that one with a fucking castle with the fucking ears?
Got them zappy sticks.
Yeah. Oh my god.
What was that noise?
What the fuck was that? What the fuck? Oh my god, Christine! That fucking little.
She's just.
That's like a ribbon squeak. That's a ribbon squeak.
People can't tell Ribbon and I apart sometimes.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I can see why.
Best friend privilege. We just.
Where the fuck am I? Oh, there I am.
God, that's cool.
Yeah. Whoops. Oh.
Oh, I see. You made that like a top shape. That's interesting.
I'm gonna creep. Goodbye.
I didn't make this. Sophie made this.
Oh,
Sophie
well,
made all
I
of
am
this.
observing their handiwork, and I'm just like, deconstruct. How could I do
Yeah.
that?
Welcome to model making.
I love her work. Yeah, I love her work. Her work is so beautiful.
Once you have enough knowledge, you begin to deconstruct things. You can never look at something and go, oh, that's neat. You go, huh, I wonder how I made that.
Yeah.
I need to have her add context to this so like when they hit a player model, it actually explodes.
Well, you can't do player contacts.
Damn.
Yeah, you can't do that,
Yeah,
unfortunately.
it doesn't sync super
How did you
well,
make it then with Arbor's gun then? How did you do that?
That's a different system, and that doesn't appear for me. It appears for only the person it's hitting, which is taking advantage of the fact that... So, say I have a gun or something that fires off a particle, and when it hits surfaces or certain colliders, it goes, you know, does that. Guess what? It'll never collide for you. Or other people. But it will only collide for that specific purpose, for that specific person that it's hitting.
Okay.
Gotcha. Or else it would have like a multiple overlay problem, right?
Sort of. So it's kind of how, like, say for instance, let me see if I can find any good examples of models I know use this or have this problem. I'm fairly certain Sankoto's does this. I'm gonna swap into her model real quick. Oh wait, does this one have the thing on it? It does. Okay, so if I hit you with this, it should stop for you on you. But for others, it will look like it's going through you.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
So
Oh yeah.
for
that's
you, it will
cool.
stop on you, but for them, it will look like it's going through you. For me,
Well,
actually, I don't even,
like the thing that I'm
I can hit myself with it, and it appears to be stopping on me. But I know for others, it appears like it's going through there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's one of the things that's like I was wondering is like how to like make like these actually like seem like they're actually hitting a target without actually like, you know, aiming down here to make it like do that. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
and you can't
That's
do
what
that,
I've been like trying to
unfortunately.
figure
You
out.
just have to know that that's just not going to work.
So that's
Until they create something that enables that.
So that's
that
why
will
it's, like I
never
always
work.
aim for like the feet, so just like like they can actually see like the
Well,
detonation
shoot it
happen.
at my chest. See, I see that, but you cannot.
Oh.
That's what I'm saying. I can see it hitting me.
Oh.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh wow. Okay, I didn't even think of that.
You
okay.
can, yeah. You don't have to. You don't worry. Well, and that's why Arbor's gun works the way it does. It hits the other person, and the collisions off of that trigger a subparticle that does the overlay thing, so that way they know they've been hit, right?
Oh, okay.
But because
that makes
it
a lot more
only
sense.
hits, it only collides for the person that it's hitting locally, then I don't have to worry about, like, oh, if I shoot somebody with this, suddenly they start seeing the overlay too.
Got it.
Or if I
Okay,
shoot
okay.
myself with it, they don't see it.
See you, Juna.
You know?
Good night.
Thank you for the gremlin, by the way.
Gremlin. Little gremlin. Little gremlin.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, I'm looking forward to that episode. You have something
The
really
Lalafell
stupid
one?
planned for that.
Oh, isn't that one non-canon?
It's non-canon, yes. It's non-canon.
Oh, I see.
So
I still
that's
think
why
it
we're like,
would
you know.
be, but that's understandable. I understand.
No, we have something very specific planned for it. That's why we took the idea and made it better.
I'm proud of you.
He kind of came to us when I brought it up at the meeting. I was just like, we want to, like, this got proposed. Can we do this? Yes. What if we made this better? Oh, we made this better.
Oh my god.
I can't wait.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, for that Void Scent meetup, I'm gonna actually have like an actual model be made, and it's gonna.
Let's go.
It's be a pain in the
I did
ass.
have a toggle for mine, but it's not working.
I don't want to go through the whole.
Take it into Unity.
I just don't want to go through the animation.
I love
what
that gun.
I could do, it was basically
It's
they
a nice
can only
gun.
appear in the same way that they would in like
is a nice
Reaper
gun.
attacks, or if it is in social settings, it should be very brief, which is why I've got
Whoa.
like this, and ideally I use this most of the time, not at all. Like most episodes they don't show up.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we don't necessarily want that to. Yeah. Because
Void Scent things are weird in this lore.
Yeah. That's why I don't
Especially when we're working off the limitations of we know nothing of the 13th except that the Void Center from the Void. And then the 13th is the Void. That's all we know. So it's like a lot of other stuff is
Technically
like
true.
the Reaper questline stuff, yes.
No.
That one we do know.
Void Arc.
Oh yeah, that too. I forgot about that one. Yeah. But it's like I'm talking more of like
Void
the
Arc
stuff that we
tells
find in
us so
6.1.
much.
I'm talking about the
Yeah,
6.1 stuff.
Well, not just the Void
Because there
Arc,
is a lot
also
of
the Mdapur Keep series and the City of Mach. You get a good bit of exposure to. Yeah, you get a good exposure to it.
Old quest
I was
stuff
gonna
in AR,
reference that today during the RP when you were talking, but the topic moved on. I was gonna be like, oh yeah, well, I mean, if you want good examples of people going too far, look at Mdapur Keep, the City of Mach.
Yeah, because I know
Two peoples
people
who
like
sought to destroy
so
themselves.
I'm referencing a Reaper lore about if they if they
each
fail
other.
to with the blood pact with the Avatar just possesses them.
Brought about.
It was more.
Was
that
the
was if they lose
seventh-
control.
Was that the seventh Umbral Calamity?
Lose control and failing to uphold their deal, and then the Void Set will try
Was
and
the War of
most
the Magi was
professional
the seventh?
Reapers learn how to kill their
Or
own
was that
Void
the
Set
sixth?
breath
I can't remember.
War of the Magi was the 7th Umbral, I believe.
The 7th Umbral Calamity.
Yeah, because no. Sorry, 7th was Bahamut.
Yes,
Oh yeah, no, 6. It was the
sixth.
6th.
It's 6. It's 6. 6 is the War of the Magi. 5th
I had
was
a
the
I
Great
had
Flood.
a I had to pull up a thing. for it.
4th was.
Oh, it culminated in the 6th Umbral
4th was
Calamity.
the earthquake.
Yes.
Yeah, the 4th was the earthquake with the Crystal Tower and the fall of the Allegan Empire. The 3rd was the thunderstorms that basically rent the world. I forget what the 1st and 2nd ones were. Because each one's an element type.
Yeah, each one is tied to an element.
Yeah, there was
because
one of them was the fire that swept
certain
across the
reasons.
globe or across
Smile.
across the star.
Yeah.
I think that was the first calamity. Actually, now that I think about it, I think the fire was the first, and then I think 2nd was wind. No, 2nd was the ice. 2nd was ice because the world froze over, which is how the Makote tribes actually came to Eorzea. and that's how the Makota came to the split into the 26 tribes.
The water froze over and they just walked across.
It built
Yeah,
it made a land
the whole
bridge.
world froze over.
Yeah.
Literally.
I know. I think at one point, Carthage was full of grass and green before it got
Yes,
frozen
but
over.
it changed because of the seventh Umbral calamity. It was because of Bahamut's. No. Bahamut fucked that up.
Yeah.
I know lore shit.
Lord!
I'm gonna go on stream. Be right back.
That's fair.
I don't think he's paying attention.
No, doesn't
I
seem
think
like
he's
it.
vibing. I think he's doing something.
No. You vibing?
Huh? What's up?
Oh! Give you a fucking shave. Went over your head, my guy.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, I'm not
giving
dead.
you a fucking shave. Unless I go.
What the? One moment, my freaking thingy's being weird again.
Yeah.
One day we will talk about
One day.
void scent.
Yes.
It will just be fun.
I did put a picture in the G-Post tab of her Voidson.
There we go, I'm back now.
Even if I can't get the actual thing to work, I put a picture in the
There's a-
G-Post thing.
Yeah, that works.
There's a temptation.
Also,
in me.
they didn't tell them. You wanna know why?
Why? Oh. I mean, I can imagine a number of reasons why.
You asked, she cornered.
Huh?
Rather, Aster asked. She cornered him.
Oh.
So they were like, I don't want to tell you.
I don't know if they. I mean, I wouldn't really consider that cornering. They were like, you must have a reason for thinking like this.
They felt that way because they got highly triggered as they were going heavily into detail of
Oh, fair enough.
things that they definitely went through.
Giving highly
I'm
specific
feeling many things.
examples.
I'm not giving you anything.
Yeah.
He's okay. It's okay. Aster won't give away secrets yet.
Not yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. His favorite word.
Yes, it is. He's such a shit.
He is. He is. It's okay. I've come to predict it.
Being predictable is a worse fate than
Huh?
death. Almost as bad as being boring.
Yeah. That's funny. Aster considers herself incredibly boring. So when he's just like, you're interesting, she's just like, am I really? What? Huh?
She is
Crazy?
weirdly, paradoxically comfortable. And he has no idea why, and it skeeves him up. It freaks him out because he doesn't understand why.
Yeah. She is the kind of person who is like, I mean, yeah, I guess I could be evil, but that's too much work.
It's too much effort to be evil.
Yeah. I'd just rather be nice.
She engages seriously even when they go obviously malicious.
Mm-hmm.
And that's
Did
why
he hear her thoughts on why he's like this?
Yeah.
I think a side effect of his training.
She's not wrong. The training combined with the trauma just really exasperated things in the worst way possible.
You win.
Flawless victory.
Finish him.
Perfect.
Perfect.
I might have to do the sound effect. That might be too satisfying. I might have to not. No, I might not
I
want
told
to
you.
because it'll be too satisfying. So I'll sit here in the post lobby just going.
No, you need to do this. I need you to do this. I need you to do this. I need you to do this, please.
I swear to
I'll get.
fuck, people
Oh
run
wait,
into
no.
your frying pan to make it happen.
I'll get I'll get the TF2 frying pan sound.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah.
see, this is so. What I have for my sword, I have a sound effect, so it's just like, because whenever you don't have it toggled on, yeah. So I have a toggle that turns on the audio.
Ah,
So you can always just have that on there, so you don't automatically
could.
that you don't have the audio going off all the time.
The wow emote.
My favorite one is Malevolence, or AKA, watch some hands.
Oh yeah.
What's the conversing thing for Mikote where they're like?
Oh, that is the scheme emote.
Oh, is it?
It's literally titled. It's titled scheme.
I don't know if I have the. Is that one of like the
Scheme.
default ones, or is that one you have to like unlock?
No, you have to unlock it.
No, you have to get
it is.
Because I'm like, I don't think I've ever seen Aster scheme, but I kind of want to see it.
Oh, where do you get that one from?
I'm
trying to think of where you get that one.
Ghost Saucer?
Malevolence is Boja. There's a lot of like those special emotes, and you can look at them up on the wiki. Honestly, just look it up on the wiki. So there's
Unlockable
converse,
emotes.
there's scheme. There's a lot of them that have repeating motions.
Scheme is Eureka.
There's what's for me.
I don't
What's
think
funny
so.
is there are some where it's like, oh
You can
man,
buy
I
it,
really
though. I know you
like
can
this
buy it.
race's version of this
Yeah,
emote,
no, I
but
know,
then
I
you
have
look at it
seen.
like for Viera, and I'm just like, oh,
More years.
it's
Let me
so
look.
shitty.
You know
Like
what? I'm
their
done streaming.
blush
Hold on, let me look.
emote looks less like they're blushing and more like they're just telling you like, oh, no, ew, go away, ew, stinky.
Yeah.
With this shit.
Ooh, stop.
And then you came up and started doing your thing, and he was just like,
Rather than
Okay, let me see.
You know?
One moment.
Or
Scheme.
the shocked one.
And they had no idea how to fucking
My favorite
process
is absolutely the Mikote shocked emote where they go,
Okay, so scheme is from Eureka Pyros, and you can buy it off the market board.
he's like, I'm going to kill
okay, I'll see about it. I haven't really done much
Yeah,
of
you were
Eureka
right.
yet.
That's where his mind
Yeah,
was.
that's,
I will say,
that one
guess
takes a while.
what level
That one takes
my
a while.
sage is now.
That's where it was.
90?
88. Well, I'm close though.
Close enough. Yeah, my ninja's almost
I am
finally done.
predicting that there is a good chance that by the time I get to Endwalker, my sage will already be level 90.
Oh, it'll absolutely be before then. Trust me.
Insane. Well, it's because I keep doing all the dailies
so
because I
there's
need all those
another one?
tombstones for the fucking relic weapon.
So there's another. I'll give you a list of the ones that are like the conversation-based emotes. Elucidate is another one. I have like them all favorited, so I can like just tell you where they are when I can log in.
Scheme, elucidate,
Oh, I have that installed too.
explain,
Yeah.
converse.
Can't wait for like about
I'll look into it. Apparently, there's a program called Final Fantasy XIV Explorer, but I think I actually have that because I was looking at different tools for exporting stuff. Because one of the other things that I really want to get a hold of from Final Fantasy is their VFX textures, and I managed to find someone who had taken and packaged up all of the textures, or at least at the time, all of the textures that were in the game for VFX. Bye-bye!
Head on out.
And I was looking through it, and I'm like, oh my god, there's so many good ones in here.
No, I don't think so.
Being said, I think I'm gonna wrap up and head on out.
Yeah, do we get
Okay.
the invite
Oh.
to the server?
Whoa.
I think.
I don't think that's quite the right emote you were going for, real.
I don't remember. Someone just sent me
Nice
said,
now.
"Oh yeah, there's a Metaverse Final Fantasy
You got
RP."
right
Like,
over
that's
there.
dope as fuck. And then I got invited.
Are you
to
part of the
Metaverse.
Discord?
Then what causes Amity's javelins to
Yeah,
explode
we're
on
not part of the
players?
Metaverse yet,
I'm
but
checking the
They
Discord
do,
right now.
right?
Hold on.
No, they
I was
don't.
gonna say, because if you
They go through people.
Yeah, because whoever keeps doing that, I need to talk to them. You need to be in the Discord.
How does the player spawn those
Before getting in
appliances?
here.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Finder,
I know.
City, Demonic.
If you need this particular Discord thingy, is pinned in my Discord.
Okay. Am I in your Discord, Curry?
Ideal gossip.
Oh.
Ah, I see. I'll have to look further into it. And Pyro, what are you doing?
I can
That's
vouch-
lewd.
Nah, I can vouch for you, brother. You're pretty good.
Just summons a stove.
There's some nice muscles you got there.
Honestly,
Butch.
it's
You
kind
shouldn't
of like MMO logic where you have a backpack, you have an inventory, and you've got a bunch of stuff in it, but the amount of stuff that you're actually carrying on you far exceeds what you should physically be capable of carrying at any point in time by weight.
Hold on, I gotta get in Curry's.
Damn.
Curry, where's your Discord at?
Just go to my channel and hit exclamation Discord, brother. I'm too lazy to send you an invitation.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you done did it now. Now look what happened. Butch Blackstone into that
Bonk
shit
mage
now.
time. Yeah. Alright. That being said, I think it's time for us to wrap up. I want to go wash my face and I want to go get some water.
Anywho, ladies and gentlemen, we have cooking with Aster.
Oh my god.
Is it the same one in your about? Curry?
Yeah,
Oh wait,
I think so.
What? Do those rotate with my head?
So,
oh my
Aster,
God,
what
I
do
have to
we-
fix that? That is not acceptable.
So, Aster, what are we? So, Aster, what are we cooking today?
A big ol' honkin' can of whoop ass.
Okay, to be verified in the rules verification. Okay.
Nah, I got you. Hello, my friends. Welcome to Cooking with Butch Blackstone. Today, we're going to...
Shut the fuck up.
That's too good. It really is.
So we're going to learn how to cook some chicken today, and it's going to be quite easy. So you grab this chicken out of the fridge right here.
Let's go raid
that's
land.
Conveniently placed for
We
new
love
purposes.
land.
You put it right here, and then now you whip the chicken. You whip the chicken.
Is Omnicrafting
and
allowed in
then-
his RP? Within
and then
reason,
now
yeah.
you
If it makes
tenderize
sense for the
chicken.
character. You just can't,
And now,
power game with it.
then afterwards you tenderize the chicken. Then
Aster
you
is
put
an
powder
Omnicrafter,
on the
yes.
chicken and tenderize
So,
again.
that being said,
now your chicken is ready to cook.
I'm going
So now we put the chicken.
Oh my god.
Depending on the chicken that we want. No, it's flour. We bake it. We bake the chicken.
What
That's
did
right.
I just fucking tune back into?
Welcome to Cooking with Butch Blackstone.
All right.
Today we're cooking chicken.
Y'all take care. Have a good night.
And now I'm going to show you how to
We
cook
will
the
have some
chicken.
RP
So first
tomorrow.
things first, you put
Hopefully
the
stuff
chicken-
with
now we have it
Sakoto.
floured and
Oh no!
tenderized.
Hi
Hang
Christy,
on, I
thanks
need
for
to
the
make sure
raid.
it's
We're
tenderized
hey
again.
guys, we're raiding Landfear.
Now the chicken
Welcome.
is good
Hope
to
you
go.
guys
So
are
now we
having
put
a good
the
night.
chicken
Hope you guys enjoyed the RP. Tomorrow we have we're doing the Malia stuff from Sunday.
The Arisian oven.
I'm gonna double raid. Yeah, we're gonna double
Now we
raid.
wait a couple of minutes.
So
how's
I'll catch
your
you guys
day
on the
been?
flip side. See you tomorrow. And thanks for watching.
It's been a day.
I can tell you what. There's been a day. Now the chicken is good. After an hour has passed. Boom. There you go.